Alright, we're unmuted.
Cool. So nobody talk about the random stuff we were building yesterday.
We built nothing.
Exactly. But on the other hand...
No, what?
Exactly. Nothing.
Exactly. Everything's fine.
Moving
So
on.
last time we played, which was like 2 weeks ago now, you were all camping out either in the basement of or in the upper section of Corsian's Tavern, which is, to my knowledge, still unnamed. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. You still had a red dragon you had rescued, who was just kind of lying down next to you guys, a little bit off.
I gave him an ale barrel.
Yes. Wrapped around an ale barrel. Thank you for reminding me. And you had a whole bunch of random supplies pulled aside and ready to transport to the keep. You had also, unfortunately, encountered some incredibly dangerous cultists in the underground areas. And you're not entirely certain what they were doing.
We know they were trying to bring back some sort of snake god person.
While pretending to be dragon deities.
Yeah.
And
Dragon
they
worshippers.
had captured a dragon.
Yes.
Hence
Which
the
is the one
rescue.
that we freed.
Yes.
About who all is going to sleep during that long rest? Curiosity.
I think almost all of us.
Akrua, yeah.
Is there anybody that does not require sleep?
I don't require it, but I can take watch. We want to set up watches.
Well,
We'll probably
I don't
need to
know
set
how
up
much.
watches purely for the fact that they most likely know how to get in and out. Since there's that
It's
whole
called
secret
spell alarm.
Cheating.
What other spell do you want me to cast?
Yeah.
All right.
We do have that.
Yeah, gotta love casters. Who needs to watch when something setting anywhere near your camp goes wee?
Yep.
So on that note, 14 owlbears appear in the room. Joking.
Also, before we go to sleep, I'm identifying the unknown potions and one of the 3 unknown magic items that we've located.
Okay, remind me which potions you guys found?
This was from
Corsian,
bit
question
ago.
mark?
Yes, I think so.
The 2
They
moldy
were-
potions that I grabbed
Oh,
with
the ones that
electro
were in the
underground.
Okay.
In the underground of the keep.
I could not remember which ones it was you guys had actually found.
Yep,
Yeah.
I've just got them labeled as 3 moldy vials.
Well, all 3 of them are potions of water breathing.
Okay.
Or more correctly, you identify one, and the other 2 that you know are the same thing are easily counted.
Neat.
Very simple.
That'll come in handy
I thought so too.
for later.
Okay.
I have a belt, a tricky
Was there-
horn, bow.
Was there a specific one of the 3 items that you wanted identified over the others?
It doesn't matter. I'll lay him out.
Okay.
You
Um,
cut out, Smith.
You did cut out slightly.
If he's just gonna lay them out, then I will say DM's choice on which one I ended up identifying.
There's also
He
some
had 3
arrows.
items,
Yes.
not counting the.
There's
he had-
also 3 items and
like 5 arrows, I think.
20.
Was it 20?
I
Okay.
have 20 written. I have 20 written down.
I will accept 20 because that's probably what I said.
I think one quiver is 20, so...
So, yeah, your choice. You, to my remembrance, you have a bow, a belt, and essentially a drinking horn.
Right. Yeah.
So if anybody in the party wants to specifically request one of them identified over the others.
Honestly, identifying any of them, I would say either the weapon or the belt first. Unless we just really want to know what the drinking horn does.
Okay, so somebody roll me a dice and tell me which one.
Just roll a
I
d6
can
and
roll.
1 and 2 is 1 kind of thing.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 6. What's that?
Well, are we going in the order of tabs I had opened?
Sure.
It's just of the
Sure.
two. Of
Oh,
the
it's
two
just of the
items.
2?
Yes.
Oh.
Basically, it was the bow or the belt.
It was the
So
bow.
I had an even number.
It was the bow in that case.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know it is a dragon wing bow, which I believe I sent Smith the stat page for. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Essentially, it is in. You can tell it's somehow been infused with the essence of a dragon's breath attack,
Okay.
and makes arrows that are fired from it do a little bit more.
Okay. Well, I will obviously.
Also makes its own ammo if you don't load it yourself.
I will obviously make sure that's relayed if it is not obvious to anybody else once I identify it.
And for the record, the damage typing on it is lightning. Because, giggles.
Cool. Who uses bows?
I can, but it's not my first choice.
I think that would be left to our rogue.
I can use it, but I'm not really. I like getting up close.
You're cutting in and out a bit.
Am I?
Yeah.
You are to me.
Yes.
I'm getting
Shit.
a lot of it on my end too.
Uh-oh.
Yes, unfortunately.
You can speak in
Like
like
that,
2
the
sentence
uh-oh came
bursts.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Every
really
time you try to say
fast.
more, it goes. It sounds like you're a
Weird.
hobgoblin. Yeah, like that came through
Anyways.
perfect.
Okay. I unplugged it back in.
There it goes.
Yep.
Not-
So anyway,
Great. Okay. I just need to talk louder. Is that what I need?
There it goes.
Nope.
he needs to
Literally,
be playing
like, 2
character with an
words is all you
intelligence of
get.
like a 4. Just for that, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Anyway, if for some reason the rogue needs range, he now has a bow that he can
If I'm
shoot.
not mistaken, his comment was, "I can use it, but it's not really my thing."
Yeah, he likes punching things or stabbing
Yes.
them or
Yeah, that's
whatever.
kind of how a crow is too. It's like he can use it, but
But should he?
I don't even know for sure if I'm proficient in it, but I probably can use it. But I would probably go for my gun or my lightning as long as I'm in this mode. And if I switch armor modes, I'd probably just go with my gun.
Makes sense.
Because
There we go. One I can find.
unlimited ammo.
I mean, hilariously, so does the bow.
Well, yes, but gun?
I mean, both are good options. Anyway,
I'm a tinkerer. A bow's a bow.
during your long rest, those of you who did not sleep noticed several members of the party were stirring rather fitfully. A couple were tossing and turning. One person actually
Wait, who
floated
didn't?
off.
Who didn't sleep?
To my knowledge, one person. Because technically, one of
Who
you
wasn't
does
sleeping?
not sleep. Wait, didn't you say you didn't sleep,
Who?
Smith?
No, I said I could take a walk.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't sleep.
I think
Okay.
he was offering to not sleep if we needed to do watches, but then Jax came out with the whole spell.
Okay. I misunderstood in that case. Anyway, in that case, nobody really noticed anything because that wasn't what the alarm spell was set for. Except maybe the dragon. He might have noticed.
Do we notice anything when we wake up as a result of whatever you're saying?
That applies to exactly one person, technically, who would be very visibly obvious. They know who they are. As far as the other two go, I forgot to send one person their details, partly because I needed them to RP it slightly, and then the other person didn't really have much. I apologize. So no, not really.
Okay.
No, that's the wrong screen I'm clicking on. Sorry.
Well, if hopefully if my week goes well enough, I can get with you this week to discuss my thing
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm doing with it.
Okay with me. So
We
anyway,
do like a roll and see like who wakes up first.
you can. Doesn't bother me none. That'd be essentially just
everyone else
rollies. That'd essentially just be rollies.
roll d20s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whoever rolls highest.
Actually, get
makes
out
it
my
first.
die is lame.
Well, I mean, you are playing D&D.
Gordon
rolled a
was apparently
7.
very
That's a
tired.
7.
I
got a
did too.
6.
Echo is out cold.
Wait, was I adding anything to that?
No,
Okay.
just rollies.
Wait, what'd you roll?
7.
You both rolled 7.
I also rolled a 7.
I
Oh,
rolled.
I heard a 2.
I rolled a 6.
Yes.
I heard a 2.
No.
Was I the only one that heard a 2?
Yes.
Well, I got to 12.
Well, there's a 2.
I got a 6.
How about Smath?
He's dead.
He never woke up.
Smith has not yet woken up because he's out.
He had a bit too much to drink.
Apparently.
That one free ale, I swear.
He is a halfling.
That means he should be able to drink more.
Did you give him the dwarven ale?
Oops. I let him pick his choice.
Well, we'll hear from him when he comes back. Oh, I saw a mute.
I think the mic is acting up
unmute.
again.
The mic he's using might be dying.
Oh,
He's
no.
using my other headset mic. It's the newest mic in the house.
Okay, that doesn't make sense
Then
then.
it would be
Connection?
the Discord, probably.
Or his Discord again. I mean, mine's not acting quite right. I think something is actually up with Discord.
Mine's been fine.
Weird.
Because my Discord is lagging, but everything else is fine.
Well, it's probably the fact that you guys are... 2 people are streaming
I mean, I'm just screaming.
on your internet.
Streaming a blank screen.
Streaming? Who else is streaming?
Well,
Maybe
cameras.
Cameras.
Plus.
He's got two cameras plus his map and a third person on audio all
Still
on the same
nothing?
Wi-Fi.
Still nothing. That's
Maybe.
weird. Exit and come back? I assume you can hear us. Well, while he's doing that and trying to figure out if he awakens first or not first.
He's just got to beat a 12 to be the first awake.
Minor technical difficulty. It's fine.
Sigma wish to echo, and I need like have a roll off since we both rolled 7s.
Yes.
Oh, we're
Okay.
just
Well.
cuddled up. I'm using you as a pillow because you're fuzzy.
Or that. One wakes up, the other's like, wait, what?
Fuzzy.
So
Still,
Another
should we have to
7.
roll off?
I rolled another 7.
That's a nat 1.
They're
Yeah,
just
so Echo
Fuzzy
wakes up, and
cuddles.
Echo wakes up, kind of nuzzles in more, probably, and then you wake up.
they're just very cuddly and having a good time.
Fine.
okay.
Those of you who aren't just curled up, and
Now do you see
hopefully
why
Smith
this
at some
tavern was
point,
so popular in its heyday? Everyone just
Oh.
relaxes.
and hopefully Smith when
Clearly.
he's able to talk.
Clearly.
And or
Here, hold
gets
on.
so drunk that
I have an
they
idea.
can't leave.
Hey, try saying something now,
What?
Smith.
Nothing.
Damn. I tried server muting him and then unmuting him to see if that would work.
I think it's something more on his end.
I'll go check.
It's fine.
Ah.
It's fine. So, anyway, for those of you who are able and not trying to fix something, you see Zidranth kind of trying to wiggle the barrel on his wings.
Using these, they connected to this.
Hey, we can hear him.
We have sound.
Well, I think he's coming through. Wait! He's coming through his now.
No,
He's coming
it's going
through.
through his.
Yeah, it's registering on his.
Huh?
It's coming through now. Oh, no, it's not again. No,
It's
wait, I saw
registering
flash.
Something.
It's lighting up.
He was
Is that
definitely
talk?
saying something.
It's lighting up.
What the fuck is?
We heard that. Sort of.
We heard crackle crackle.
I heard what
And a couple of, half words.
Sounds like he needs to get his computer taken into the shop.
Oh, it's Jax's laptop.
Hmm.
Her, $200 laptop or whatever it
Can't
was.
reopen it.
Hey, we heard that. So, anyway, you see Zidranth is attempting to load the alcohol on himself and like walking towards the door as you guys all slowly stir awake.
We had a rough day yesterday.
Well, I've been tied to an altar for a week.
Are you in any condition to fly?
Oh yeah, my wings work fine. He just kind of flaps a little, and you see some stuff go. A couple of chairs go flying a little bit. Oh,
Wait, who was the first one to wake up?
to my knowledge, it is currently Trenton.
He's the only one who rolled above a 10.
Unless Smith did, and we just haven't heard it yet.
So did that person see anything or?
I do have a passive of like 20.
Yeah, the aforementioned
Something.
as stated, a couple of people sleeping very not normally. You saw the your friend and Akura both were kind of odd. One muttering under their breath something or other, and half reaching for their glaive. The other, you saw just little trickles of flame appearing on their hand and disappearing. You notice Corsian was a little bit off, but far more restful looking than the other two.
Okay.
Other than that,
Okay. So probably nothing I'm gonna, comment on or be worried about.
there's Jack's back.
Oh, we're
we
back
were.
at. I
Huh?
thought we were at the tavern, not the.
You are at the
keys.
tavern. I just opened the
We
map.
are.
I just
Oh.
opened the map for it.
Okay.
We were hearing him for a few seconds here and there. That's what
I know. It's He also was having the headset off for those seconds. He's restarting the laptop.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet. Did he tell you what he rolled?
Nope.
Okay, we'll just assume Trenton first then. But as you all come to, you see the dragon is trying to figure out how to unlock the front door.
Didn't he say he was going to stay and help us?
No.
He wanted to run back
That-
to his cave or home first.
Oh,
Are we
I
not
thought
waiting for Smith?
I thought we had discussed with him that he was
we
going to
pause a
stick around
moment.
and help us out for a while.
Well, he's gonna
Well,
supposedly.
he's not able to hear us, yes.
Was he
but-
going to go to his cave and come back, or did we?
He
convince him to
said he
stay?
was going to go to his home, he said, and then he'd come back and try to help.
Okay. All right, I maybe just didn't remember it very well from 2 weeks ago.
It's okay.
It was kind of
It
late.
has been 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yes.
2 weeks. It happens. Especially when somebody walks around with like half the room in their stomach. I believe that one was coercion. Thank you very much for that. That was hilarious.
You're welcome. I guess I'll help him out and use some spare rope lying around to tie the barrel to him.
Ah, thank you! You don't mind if this doesn't come back, do you?
I can probably get more. It's fine.
Excellent.
Try not to bust the door
So,
on your
you
way
be
out.
leaving then?
Oh, yes, just for now.
I'll help him get the door open so that he doesn't have to, damage anything on the way out. 'Cause he's small enough to fit through the doorway, okay, right? Without cracking the frame.
Define fit.
He can squeeze out without cracking the frame.
Do we
Yeah,
need to
he's
roll
only
the
a-
barrel out first and then strap it to him after he gets out?
Probably be a good idea.
Then we'll do that.
Wait, what are you doing?
Out the door first, and then we can fit both you and the barrel without destroying the doorway.
He just looks at the door, looks at the barrel, kind of glances at himself. Oh, that would help.
It'll be easier. Trust me on that one.
Well, okay. He just kind of sags a little, looking at the door frame.
I'd like to keep the tavern intact, and I appreciate less destruction. But we try to make things work. So
And
once
he
he's
just starts moseying out the door.
cool, once he's out the door, I'll carry the barrel out and strap it to it.
Town is very quiet. You don't see any movement in this area.
So
No,
the
really?
same as
It's not like
yesterday.
there's a whole play going on.
Yeah, and it's also in the Harbor District, right near the prison.
Is it less quiet than it was when we originally came to the tavern?
More quiet. Definitely more quiet.
But it's also early in the morning, so
Mhm.
tends to be quieter in the morning.
Okay.
That. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Ew.
Oop, he's back.
Maybe.
Say something?
Well, he's back in the map.
I just heard somebody go offline.
No, that was him tuning into the stream.
Oh, that was him.
The map stream
Okay.
specifically, anyway. Still can't hear anything. I'm confused.
Oh, he's currently
Muted right
muted.
now.
When's the last
Well,
time
yeah.
you updated the computer and Discord on the computer?
It isn't that old.
It's not. Mine was actually behaving better on Discord than this.
I'm just wondering if it hasn't been updated lately, so that's why it's having issues.
Mm,
Because sometimes you need to run updates because
it
they've
should
had
be.
errors that they fixed in the
It
update.
should have run. I don't know. But yes, currently he is indeed muted. Well, I have an idea. I will have the text chat open, and if all else fails, he can just start typing in the text chat.
Sam, make sure you have that shown off and on.
Okay, let me find it.
It, if you're in the pop-out menu, it's at the top right.
There it is.
You don't have to right now.
I
But-
just see a bunch of pictures of art in the text chat.
Yeah, that's Hazy's pictures of art.
I think that was the last thing that was sent for a while ago.
So, other than that, let's see. Yep, no, he just starts kind of shifting his wings a little bit. I'll see you guys in. Well, I'll see you.
Better make sure you come
Okay.
back.
Of course I will.
If you're lying,
Can I,
the
can I
city's
roll
gonna...
insight?
Yeah, you might want to.
At the 15.
He seems
18 for insight on me.
he seems mostly like he's unsure of how long it's going to take him. From either of you, because that's where the slight hesitation in his sentence was. He's just not quite certain how long it will be, so he doesn't want to give a time.
Do you know how long it might be?
A day, 5 days, possibly a whole ride.
Well, just don't forget, if you're by yourself, the people we chased off know where to find you.
No, they don't.
That's as far as you know.
He just
Safer
kind of
in
pat,
numbers.
and
Just saying.
you actually see him just kind of pat at one of his legs. Nope, yeah, they won't know. And he just kind of flat starts flapping and lifting off the ground. Anyone stopping him?
Eh.
No.
No, no. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
Farewell, people. And he yeets straight bolt.
I'll just turn to Akura and Triton. Yeah, if he doesn't come back, he doesn't come back. That's at least a red dragon out of the city.
True. And if
I'd much rather have a friend, but
Hey, welcome back.
yes, well,
not having an angry red dragon burning down the buildings also is
You're
a
still
good option.
Discord muted.
agreed. And then, we still probably have him as a dragon friend. He's just
As much as I would like
less
to have a
helpful
dragon
if he's not
on our
nearby.
side, yeah. As much as I would like to have a dragon on our side, burning down cultists and actively helping us, not having one as an
Right.
enemy also works.
Because at minimum, we've definitely got him as a
Be right back, guys. Hang on one
neutral
second.
ally-like person. He's at least gonna be neutral to us, to a potential ally if we ever encounter him again. If nothing else.
He owes us in some manner. I don't know how dragon honor works.
Not really in
Well,
the
if
mood
Krua
today.
know anything about dragons, which is not a lot, dragons are strong, and if they come back, it would be nice to have them on our side.
It would be, but we can't at the same time rely on the dragon. We're gonna have to do a lot of the legwork ourselves.
Which that's no problem for Krua.
Are you just sitting there flexing your muscles or something?
Yes.
I totally thought that that was what was happening because that sounds like something a crew would be doing. That seems like such an accrue thing.
That's a 21 on strength for flexing muscles.
No, no, it's performance. You have to do it. This would be a
I roll
performance
for
check.
performance.
You roll higher for performance is higher than your strength roll.
'Cause
Okay,
I
that's a
think,
17 on performance.
yeah,
Okay.
considering
I'm
it
still
beats it.
proficient in performance.
So we may or may not be impressed with you, but you're at least not doing a bad job of showing off.
I mean, I got a 17.
Well, plus your whatever your performance mod is. Is it a
But
17
that
on the
was
die
plus
or
the
17?
mod.
That's 17 total?
It's a 17 total.
Yeah. So I'm saying, I'm pretty sure a 17 would not be a bad performance. It wouldn't necessarily be an awe-inspiring performance.
But we're pretty
I
sure that
just
you're
realized
at
that
least
none of
strong.
you guys don't know what a Crowa's performance mod is, which it's amazing.
That's okay. I will tell you that Trenton will look over at you, just kind of giggle and grin at you, and then shake his head like, "Oh, good try, good try." However, my strongmen back at the circus would put you to shame. They've had a few more years of strength building on their side, however. And they do
I
nothing
highly doubt
but
that.
strength building. They also do nothing but strength building. It's kind of their job.
Accrua doubts that they have more experience.
How old are you, young one?
Hold up. 26. But actually, Accrua wouldn't remember. So
So what would a crew? How would a crew answer that if he
Accrua's
doesn't
lost
remember?
count.
Hmm. More
Is it
than 100? I didn't
No.
think that you people live that long. Because some of them are that old. Also, I'm fairly sure they
Then there's a possibility.
I'm fairly sure at least one or two of them are able to pick you up in your armor and
Accrua doesn't wear armor. Weighs me
pick you
down.
okay. If they could pick you up in full plate armor with one hand and, you know, carry you around, I believe. I could be wrong, but based upon some of the weights I've seen them throwing around, I imagined that to be the case.
Must be rather strong. How much do you think they can pick up?
I'm not positive. I think I've seen them playing with 300 to 500 pound weights in each hand.
Then possibly.
But they're, again, that's kind of their speciality in the circus. I'm not sure what else they can
They
do
don't fight.
if we absolutely needed to defend the circus, but how
But
many
no,
people are
that's not their performance. They don't fight for performance.
oh, no, no. They're not um
All right.
fighters by training.
Can y'all hear me?
yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I can I can't hear them.
Must
Okay.
be nice.
No.
Well,
Seeing them triggering.
the circus is the circus and we have many jobs. It is quite amusing watching them do things like drive a tent spike into the ground with one hit. Makes much faster putting up tents, though.
But there's no one like that battles for entertainment.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Am I back?
It's
All right.
possible.
Yes.
I don't always pay
Jesus.
attention to everything going on. I'd have to
Oh
actually,
my god.
stop and think because, well, I've had a lot going on. I don't remember everything. It's weird.
Hmm.
I'd say
It
we could
seems like
ask
them and
Echo,
I
but
are quite different.
well,
What? I'm not mentally here, man.
we're
Okay.
we're discussing the circus, and the crew over here was flexing his muscles, and I commented that good job, but there's some strong men back at the circus who would make him look quite weak, and he
Then
was
accrue a
asking.
challenge that.
And Echo starts giggling, apparently.
We have tiny men that are stronger than you.
I
Well,
told
it's
Yeah,
him
probably
but
still curled up around you, mind you.
I told him that we have some strong men that I'm pretty sure would pick up and play with 300 to 500 pound weights in each hand.
but
See,
if
And they
they don't
actually,
that's all
fight,
fine and
I
dandy
mean,
that they can
I don't
wield
see any
weights and
worth in
everything,
that.
but they're not here, so that makes them
no.
worthless currently.
Well,
Sadly.
as far as this
And
goes,
if
I'm
they
just
don't
saying
fight, then accrue sees them with no worth.
I
they
mean, they
can
could fight.
They can fight, and they have at need when the silly people actually attacked our circus, which doesn't happen very often. We do have a reputation, I believe.
Just a lot.
I just don't see the point in putting down our party member for showing off their strength.
I didn't say that.
So everyone was
Thank
just
you,
playing
Corey.
around, man. Like,
Let's
Bernie's
get a
man.
move on because the daylight's burning. And I'd rather not get stuck out here in broad daylight with everything going on currently.
Jax, check your text area, please.
oh, okay,
I don't know if you have streamer mode on or not.
probably. I think I
So,
always have streamer mode on.
while
Do we
you
need to-
guys,
Do I need to describe how my character looks again, Revan?
did it change?
Did you know Corsian has a ponytail?
Yeah. Wait, did you not?
Nobody apparently knew that Corsian has a ponytail.
I
You
knew.
might want to re-describe yourself.
So Corsian has the slight pointed ears of a typical half elf. Most of the time, his dark colored hair is pulled back into a ponytail, whether he's cooking or in combat or just in general to keep it out of the way. It's not like exceptionally flowing hair. Think like the shorter colonial ponytails. Just a very basic thing.
Mm.
After last night's nap, he would be
Yeah.
glowing.
So that answers the question I sent you. Okay.
In addition to the, what do you say? What would you say, Revan? Around the wrist or around the forehead?
Probably around the wrist.
Around the wrist. Okay.
Yeah.
The little glowing magic stone that he received, the same one that Zeps has.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It shifted slightly on his arm, and then has like a gold. It's now part of like a golden band around his wrist.
So he actually looks slightly different than he did yesterday, with that actual literal glow in this case,
Just like a slight glowing aura around him.
like an outline almost.
Okay.
And he literally takes no notice of it.
That's what I figured.
It's fine.
I love the fact I rolled for this. I got a nat 1, but
Ooh.
Krua, after talking about like the circus and like fighting and whatnot as well, is also going to be very much going to be looking more like on edge and whatnot.
That's fair.
So whether anyone actually asks him about what's going on or not, I'll leave that up to you guys. But
Bellfire, anything up with you?
No, can I get?
Kitty, come nap. I want
what?
fuzzy pillow. Kitty, come nap.
I guess I'll make breakfast.
Have I
Well,
woken up yet?
Krua, I think we'd be
Yes.
getting ready for today.
Okay. Did we still have
We
that
said
other?
cuddle till
Besides-
breakfast.
The other what?
Krua does
we-
not want to go back to sleep.
Did we grab the other chest?
Yes, somebody had the chest. It's probably still floating around Echo somewhere.
But fuzzy pillow.
I mean, I could try to unlock the second chest, I guess, while everybody's making breakfast and stuff.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll make breakfast. I don't know about anybody else.
I don't
Do
know.
you have any food that's like actually good right now in the
Uh,
tavern?
I take offense to that.
No, I mean like how long have we been away from the tavern?
It hasn't been
have-
that long.
He's actually only been gone for about a week.
Okay.
The potatoes will be fine.
Potatoes.
Okay, yeah, because
Anything else?
I was like, nothing's expired, nothing's like on stale.
Dried meats.
Well, I wouldn't say it's not expired, but it isn't in this day and age.
Well, I got a. Are we doing cooking as a survival role, or are we doing it
Cooking
as
is.
just
Well, I mean, you have chef's tools, so technically it's a chef's tools roll.
okay? Well, that would be a unnatural 20 for just the chef's tools
Nice.
because I got a
Oh.
17 on the dice, and my proficiency bonus is a +3.
After Makura tells Echo no fuzzy pillow, she just starts playing songs.
Just playing music in general.
Yeah.
So the cooking goes pretty well. Everyone else is probably meandering around.
I'd
Bellfire
say like some fried
notices the dragon
potatoes
is not there any longer.
with some salted meat.
I noticed what now?
You notice the dragon has left
Ah, okay.
since you were not available when that happened.
All right, cool. I'm also going to present the other two items to.
Trenton.
I don't think I got anybody else's name, so the guy who identified the bow.
The little armored person.
Trenton.
Yes. All right.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the party all knows my name now, since no one else took the time to talk to the shady rogue man.
Yeah.
Shady rogue man.
Yes, I like that name.
That's his new nickname.
Shady rogue man.
Shady
Also,
Rogue Man.
I'll have removed my mask and clip it back to my belt.
Makes
I
sense.
still have a belt.
Do you still have a belt?
I will.
I don't know. Was it burned away with the acid?
I'm pretty sure we established that you were relatively naked from acid attacks.
No, he's
Yeah.
got a dress on.
Yeah,
He's got a
usually-
dress on now.
Yeah, it's.
Didn't we
right.
mend all? Didn't we mend all of that armor though?
No, there's
No,
not
it
enough
wasn't-
left to mend.
You can't
It
mend
wasn't-
gone. You
It
can
wasn't
also-
armor.
Yeah, so mending can
We,
fix holes and slices and things, not gone.
Not melted
Okay.
off of his body.
Yeah.
It was melted too far to be repaired. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Remember, I
so-
took out one of my dresses and cut up the seam.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And kind of
Yes.
stitched it so it has like big baggy pants.
Yeah.
So
he's
you don't
wearing
really
The
have a
jumper.
belt right now. But you can essentially like tuck it into the area where
Yeah,
somewhere. Or you can hopefully find another belt.
Just
I will
keister
say
it.
that while
Yeah.
I could identify those right now, I would like to keep those spells available in case we need it for something more critical to the party's safety.
All right.
But at
I'm just gonna-
before
We could
Before the
probably get
next
Bell
long
to
rest,
identify him
I'd
when
be
we get
happy to
back.
do it as well.
Yeah. I can just put on the belt for now, I guess, since I need one.
Yeah, you can just wear it. It just won't do anything right now.
It's not
Yeah.
one of those things that will activate automatically when he puts it on, even if he doesn't know what it is.
No.
Okay.
Some magic items, yes. Others, no. Like,
And this-
heck, I'd have let you guys identify the bow by firing it a few times.
Luckily,
It's
the
not
belt's
that
not
go ahead and put-
cursed.
Huh?
I said, luckily, the belt's not cursed.
Why would I give you guys a cursed belt?
As far as we know, it's not
That's
cursed.
just silly. It's also it's now attached to him anyway if it was. So you won't know until you try to
Wonderful.
take it off.
It's fine.
Echo, did you see the chat I sent you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Up to you.
answered.
Oh, it didn't tell me. What?
Ah!
There you go. There's your answer. So sorry.
I'm
That
gonna start
won't
serving
bother
people
you at
food.
all, I'm sure. While you're dishing food out, you suddenly hear on the door.
Did you guys remember to put the close sign up?
Can I look out the window?
Yeah?
Okay. I do so. Can I roll stealth?
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop you from rolling
Be-
stealth.
be
I also can't
sneaky
actually
looking
give you
out
guys a
window.
picture of this, so
Did,
At least they're
better
knocking.
questions. Did we put the
That's
close
a
sign up?
21 for stealth.
okay. I don't know. You guys, to my knowledge, didn't have the open or closed sign.
I kind of figured that was the case, that we forgot to put the sign out.
Nathan. Just. Okay.
So, anyway, Akura's stealth roll, and then what was the next thing on the list?
Sorry, I'm typing something.
Hmm.
So, looking out the window, since I believe you're the one to do that, you clearly see somebody you recognize instantly, at least by armor, as it is Jane standing outside. Just Jane, nobody else.
Oh, then I'm gonna open the door.
Ah,
Hello, friend.
I was wondering if you guys are still out here. Everything go okay? Why is my camera going jiggle jiggle? Nani?
Quick question.
Yes.
A couple sessions back, when we were first heading to the tavern, what did you tell us about her and what she was? Wasn't she going on patrol with people?
With some people
Yeah.
yesterday, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So why would she be here by herself?
Good question.
I'm just gonna.
I guess that's a question for her.
I'm just gonna do a unbeknownst to everyone else, a quick pulse of the divine sense.
Ah, you actually very quickly. Remind me what that one shows again.
Good, evil, fey, fiends, shapeshifters. It doesn't
Okay.
directly identify them by name or anything of the sort.
You
but
just get
class-
this general note. So
Yeah.
you'd notice
I already know
technically
about
two
Echo.
Fae. You know two Fae, one of which is also a shapeshifter.
That's fine. That's normal.
You get one
Looks
small
at Echo.
you get
Yeah.
one small evil ping from the mostly unknown person.
The shady road
Very
guy.
very small evil ping though, like almost non-existent.
I've paid him with ale. He's fine.
You get a pretty much a nothing back from Akrua or Trenton or Tobian.
Friend was a fae.
Trenton is not a. Oh wait, Trenton is.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
so you got
Tobias.
I meant Tobian.
Oh.
You got
Yeah.
Tobian gave you, however, actually, I'm stupid anyway. He gave you a shapeshifter ping.
I suspected he
Oh,
was doing
you're
something
right.
weird with that
I'm
cat
dumb.
bush. That
So basically, the only one he gets nothing from is Akura.
It's Akura.
Akura is just Akura. There's nothing
Because-
weird or underlying.
Because
about
Zeps is
Akura.
also
Akura is
slightly
just
equal.
Akura.
Just slightly.
Okay, based on his actions, I would have known that without pinging him.
And as your
Inflict
as
wounds.
your divine sense peters out and hits just the edge of its range, you realize it also hit Jane. Assuming, of course, you were aiming to catch her with it.
Oh yeah, and it's also like a 60-foot pulse, so
It actually goes a little past that then. You get the distinct feeling of a shapeshifter from her as well.
Akura.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Jane.
What?
I
She
throw a
just looks
javelin at her.
What do you mean? It's
She
her
actually
friend.
just looks very confused at you.
If you're definitely, we've seen too much. If she's Jane, she'll know exactly how to identify herself to be as Jane.
She just kind of dodges that. Assuming you actually you chucked something at her.
Yeah.
Can I help you? Are you okay, Corsham?
I
Not lifting a finger, not twitching her arm towards her sword, nothing.
we've had a lot of shifty characters lately. Can't be too careful.
Turns to look at you. Actually reaches up to take off her helmet finally, so you guys can see her face once more. Well, I hope I'm not shifty. Same exact face you recall, clear blue eyes and all.
I don't
Not at
trust
all.
it.
You're a good friend. The two different answers.
Thank you, Akua. I'm glad. And she just tilts her head slightly, looking back at you, Corsian. Ah, I understand. Are you a cleric or a paladin?
I am me.
Hmm. She just kind of grins slightly. Don't worry about that. Had you thought to check ahead of time, you would have noticed the exact same response.
So, what are you doing out here?
Maybe I couldn't check ahead of time. I've been busy not trying to die.
That's fair. That's fair. So anyway, I was coming to make sure you guys were okay. The patrol went well. We haven't seen any prisoners or anything else, anything actually, out here outside of the prison. So I sent the guards on back and went to check on you.
Quick question.
Yes,
Did you know that there were secret passages in the basement?
of course. Considering
Why
who your
did
parents,
no one bother telling me?
because your parents didn't want me to.
I'm
And she just kind
pretty
of leans against the door frame.
pretty
still
sure once
hasn't
they're dead,
twitched.
what they wanted kind of goes out the window a little bit. Since I was staying
Unfortunately,
here by myself.
no.
That's
You would
not
think
how
so,
it really works.
but it should have been fine. No one was supposed to be using them anymore.
There
After
was
all,
a vampire undead hiding in my storeroom.
She was friendly though.
No, she wasn't. They shot me upon entry.
she actually
He
tilted
was
her.
just protecting her.
No, that doesn't count when you're in somebody else's house.
Wait, there were two of them now?
She had a what was
No,
it? Was
there
it
was Jerry.
what was his Gary? Yeah, Gary.
No, it was Jerry.
Jerry.
Was
It was Jerry.
Was it Jerry or Gary?
It was Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry,
Just like the guard.
Creature that
Jerry the
very
armor.
possible. It's a creature
There's two
that
Jerrys. Yes.
There are indeed two Jerrys.
Brennan would speak up and say that the creature with the vampire is either very similar to or is one of the things that we brought and had stolen from us.
Same species, don't know if it's the exact same one.
I see.
Exactly. It is the same species of creature. We cannot confirm if it's the identical one.
Well, you said it used a
Identical item.
bow, and she just thinks back a minute.
Well,
I would have said
the
what it
armor
actually
used
was.
like a crossbow or whatever.
The helm horror.
Yeah, that.
Oh
sounds
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Those don't normally use ranged weapons. Who's gone?
Oh, we lost Jack.
Oh.
Should we not talk about it?
What did you do?
Clicked on bar fight.
Nice.
Jump chat by accident.
Your camera's green.
No, really?
Oh, okay, there it goes.
Apparently,
takes me a
that's a
minute to
thing it
fix
does. It's a thing it does when she brings her
okay.
character back online.
So, getting back on subject now. Sorry.
We don't talk about it.
What? Talk about what?
Exactly.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Bar fight.
Jane looks over at you, who just said bar fight, and looks at the tables. Those are expensive. Please don't.
I would prefer my bar to not get trashed. Thank you.
What he said, just without the my part.
Also, I have
No.
breakfast here. Anybody gonna
Oh!
eat this?
Oh, of
Akua
course,
zooms over and eat food.
It is.
Oh, of course, I will have some.
It's fried
She
potatoes
says-
and salted meat because those things don't spoil.
May I come in?
Of course.
Thank you. He just walks straight on in. Finds a chair, sets her helmet down on the table. Curiosity, did you want that javelin back?
I'll retrieve it here in a second. Sorry for throwing it at you.
Oh, you're fine.
When there's
you're fine.
cultists in your basement, it makes you a little on edge.
Cultists?
Well, they're gone
And she
now.
actually turns to look back at you. Would this
Worshippers.
have anything to do with the red dragon some of the wall guards said they saw flying?
Yeah. We pulled them out of there because they were going to sacrifice him or something.
They had him chained to an altar and an illusion over him, making him look like he was something other than what he is.
Wait, there actually was a dragon?
Yes.
Damn, damn it. Now I owe Jerome some money.
Actual dragon.
However-
They were trying to sacrifice him or something to what was it? I look at trying to snake god. I think that's what the altar actually turned out to be. Some sort of giant snake.
As the DM, I will say yes.
Brennan rolls I rolled a 17 for Trenton to actually remember what it was.
Nah, nothing.
He doesn't
Gone out of
remember
your
what.
mind.
We never found out the name because.
If I'm not mistaken, the only one who recognized it was Zeps.
Who's currently unconscious and drunk downstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right next to
both
Tobian.
Zeps and Tobian are just
Out
Zeps and
cold.
Tobian just out drunk.
Wait, actually, out of curiosity, where are the other two?
Downstairs, unconscious still.
They helped themselves
Apparently,
to a little too much alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
And she just kind of holds up a hand. I could go fix them if you would like.
Leave them.
Okay.
They weren't really helping with the carrying process anyway. Well, I think
That's fair.
Tobian was, but I think Zeps is using him as a pillow.
That sounds like him.
Also,
Anyway.
with Zeps unconscious, my windows are safe.
I wouldn't worry about these. Oh yeah, you've never had anyone get thrown at one.
I haven't had a rocket.
So fun story,
bird slam
and she
into
just kind of tilt as she's leaning on one arm. So fun story. One point apparently there was this bounty hunter that came through, kept throwing people through the windows, and your parents kind of got mad about it. So they invested in this one wizard who had what was it called? I think it was called Glass Steel or something like that. I don't think he'd be able to get through those.
Even with
Now I kind
rocket
of want to
powered
see him
boots?
try, just for the sheer fact of seeing him splat against
Have
it.
you ever seen a bird fly into a window before?
Yes.
Now
I for
imagine
sure
that
would.
window is a bit more solid than the stone of the wall around it is.
I like it.
That would be amusing.
Actually, I don't think any of us have
Until-
seen Zeps crash through the windows. He's
Actually,
really
he has
left
crashed
first.
into a window once.
I think the last time he tried, he
Yeah, but I don't
rolled and
think any
failed.
of us seen it happen.
We heard it.
We heard it.
You did hear it, yes. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, did you see it? No.
No, we heard it though.
We know he did it because, yeah.
There was a lot of cursing.
But
yeah,
anyway, she just kind of shakes her head at it. So you encountered a dragon, and cultists, and a
slimes.
vampire,
Yes, it was a very full
and
day.
slimes.
vampire may or may not have been related to the cultists. We're
Wait,
not sure.
slimes? Oh,
Yes.
you didn't
Slime.
kill Hubert, did you?
Yeah, I think that was cute.
Maybe.
Big guy,
Follow
kind
the
of
bee.
green. Big guy, kind of green, has a habit of eating the stuff on the edges.
Yep.
It swallowed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
It,
yeah,
it
There
he-
you
tried
did
to
walk
eat
right
us.
into it.
It hurt.
that was something he did, but now and then, I suppose. He was great to keep out the random people that wanted to use that section of sewers as a thieves guild or something.
Well, the vampire knew exactly where to use the secret entrance because that's how we found it in the first place.
Yeah.
Kind of tilt her head. So a vampire, you're sure?
Okay.
Yes.
Her name was
Undead,
Silvar.
who seemed offended when I called her a vampire, and also had a very strong hatred towards my parents.
Oh, I don't imagine she wouldn't.
So,
You seem to put Silvar in a very negative light, Scorchin.
also for some reason, she's Akura's new best friend. So that's a whole other thing.
I've known her forever.
No, you haven't. You met her yesterday.
I would roll.
Why does this sound like a teenage girl talking with her dad about the guy she's in love with?
It 100% is.
You don't need to roll. As you're saying that, you see Jane just kind of make this harsh slashing motion across her chest. That feeling dissipates instantly. You better now, Akura?
What?
Are you better now? Oh,
Krua confused.
oh, good. She
Oh,
doesn't.
wait.
She doesn't remember that.
Are you still thinking?
No, wait,
are you
what
still
happened?
She
You
dispelled
still
that.
think vampire is your best friend?
Hold up. How'd she dispel it?
You don't know.
She's very good at what she does.
Okay.
But those of you who are casters did not even recognize what spell she just used.
So it
I don't
wasn't
recognize
dispel
any
magic.
spell.
That's what
I
was
just
saying. I
jumped
thought
it.
dispel magic didn't work.
I know.
Anyway. But yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's good.
Akura,
So
who's
yeah,
your best
definitely a
friend?
Akura what?
I said, Hakura, who's your best friend?
Zeps, obviously.
Okay, she's fixed. Or he's
That's fair.
fixed.
One of the two.
Akura is fixed.
Zeps
We're
are
just
co-
gonna keep
Zeps-
doing Akura in
Zeps are
third person.
quotient.
I mean, it works. Akura could be three people. You never know.
Akura is Akura, and we're going with that. Moving on.
Anyway, I wouldn't be too hard on Silver portion.
Hey, I just didn't like getting shot in my own house, and
Oh, I don't blame you.
the random hatred towards me didn't feel very
Did-
earned.
Did you say she had a helmed horror with her named Jerry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She just kind of tilts her head a minute. Oh, that would explain that. Oh, okay.
Explain what?
Where Jerry went?
Because I saw his dead body.
Yeah. and you told us where he was. We dragged him out of there, set him in one of the temples for burial, and he wasn't there when we went to go get him.
So they turned Jerry into a helmed horror.
Well, about that.
Or did the helmed horror that was stolen from us take over Jerry's personality, body, etc.?
I don't. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about helmed. Stop that. Helmed horrors. It's not really my thing, unfortunately.
Can I roll to see if I know it?
That'd be Arcana.
What? But I'm animal handling.
Not an animal.
Helmed horror is just.
I
thing.
rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay, plus your int at minimum.
Well, I think it's 0.
Your intelligence is a 10?
It's 11.
Oh, okay. And you're not proficient in
Can I
Arcana,
just
right?
preface this by
Wait,
saying a crew is 13?
You have at least a +1 because you have half proficiency in anything. Bard.
Jack of all trades.
Gotta love bards.
0 in Arcana.
Huh?
It says I have a 0 in Arcana.
You forgot to add in your Jack of all trades then.
Oops.
Currently it is a 1 because it's half
Okay.
your proficiency.
So
Rounded
18
down.
then.
Yeah.
So you remember helmed horrors are some kind of construct, but other than that, you don't know how they're made. Anyway,
I have a
I
cat.
haven't seen that episode yet of how it's made.
it's a good episode. You should watch.
It's a little hard to get to that right now.
Ow, do not claw.
That's fair.
You little psychopath.
Bellfire, are you good still? Bellfire, are you growling at me?
That was the cat.
Not the face of the crew.
Yeah. Oh, I thought trigger.
It's triggering.
I had the mic muted.
Oh!
You know what? It's a lot better to fix a mute than it is
Whatever else was
Everything else,
happening.
yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
Well, the group of strangers that I sort of
Went to
know,
dinner?
talking to the new
Single person.
stranger. I'd like, yes, to the
Also-
to the group of strangers talks to the new stranger. I'd
Also
like to try
breakfast
to
is served, so-
unlock the chest.
Okay. I figured you would be. So while everyone
Since-
else is having a conversation and eating, you're kind of nibbling and going at the box.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead
that's
and
just my
just,
dexterity and expertise, right?
honestly, technically, you can go ahead and just take a
Psychopath.
20 on it. You're not in any kind of danger currently. You're in a very safe place with allies.
So he can just kind of work
And,
on
like,
it as he goes.
You can take a 20 and just add your bonuses.
Aw.
If you would like
Well,
to roll for it, you can.
Or if we really
If I take
need
the
to,
20
we have an Akura.
If I take the 20,
What?
it'll be a 31.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was just saying if we
kinda
really
wanna roll
needed to,
for it.
we can just have Akura break it open.
Yeah, if you want to roll for it, roll
I
for
think
it.
it's
I'm not
okay.
going to stop you from
Fuck.
rolling. But I'm telling you, you can technically just take a 20.
Just take it.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
take the 20.
Okay.
If you're going to give it to me, I'll take it.
So after I'll get to that in just a moment then.
All right.
Well, anyway, as far as I'm aware, helmed horrors are some kind of not exactly undead, but not undead. They're mostly found near them. Very common in vampires or ghouls
So,
or that one tower.
out of curiosity, do they retain their memories at all?
No.
Oh.
Yes, sometimes.
I wonder what would happen if I threw Jerry's favorite beverage at him.
Good question.
I'll just
As
prep
far
that
as
and then just in and off, in the off time, I'll just have a flask of that coffee mix he likes.
I wonder why she's in town again. Anyway,
And she told us about what kind of plague we're dealing with. She let it slip.
oh, well, that's helpful.
Yeah, it's a temporal plague.
A what now?
It accelerates the time of the person and object that it affects. so they rapidly
Oh.
age instead of the whole.
Oh, that would
sickness.
explain some of the other issues.
That's why our paladins have been keeling over.
I have not.
I said some of them.
She just kind of folds her arms at you, really offended.
You took an explosion. Others were actually affected by the disease. There is a difference, surprisingly.
Hey, you guys want to roll insight curiosity question?
Sure.
Sure.
20.
What?
I got a 10.
So,
Nat
fir-
And I
20.
got a
First and
22.
So first and foremost, Echo, you can go fuck yourself.
I'm just gonna chuck my die. It rolls clear across my desk, almost off to the floor, and it stops on a 20.
We take what
Okay.
20s we can get.
Okay.
21.
You don't need
Did you have
20
a crew with
combat.
10?
A total of 10.
A total of 10.
Nice.
So what's your total, Echo? With the nat 20, what's your total?
22.
Oh, okay.
I also have a 22.
Wait, are you proficient in it?
No.
So it's 23. You forgot.
Okay.
You didn't increase any of your bonuses.
Oops.
Yeah, you need to fix that.
I got a 21.
Okay. So 22s,
No nat.
21s, 23, 10.
10.
Spellfire
Would I
with a...
be- Would I be paying attention enough to make?
That's up
insight
to
check?
you. Would you be
I'll
paying
make it a
attention?
disadvantage because I really don't think I'm paying attention, but not full attention.
That's fair.
There is a
He rolls
treasure
with
chest.
I'll roll it.
disadvantage and rolls 2 nat 20s.
There is
Mhm.
73, so 6.
Okay. So those of you who got above a 20
Badge.
realized very much instantly she was far more offended, and then you notice it was almost like she was trying to lead the conversation away from paladins when you had said something about it affecting them.
She's a death knight. What?
Other than that,
Kurua, who doesn't pick up on this, is just going to slide his bowl over to Courage. Seconds, please.
More
Corzin
food.
just who's
everyone
fully,
else just kind of half glancing at Jane suddenly.
Corzin is completely used to this at this point and already just half-mindedly just dumps another portion.
Just like yeah.
While
just
focusing
staring
on
at it.
Jade, refills the bowl.
Anyway,
Or
well, it's good to
plate.
know that Silver's in town again, I guess. I wonder how temporal plague would affect a vampire. She just kind of scratches her head a little.
But that remains to be seen because I don't
Well-
know. It's an undead.
Anyway, you
Well,
said you didn't
Yeah,
quite
say,
get all
speaking
the
of
folks?
players,
No, there
What?
was a couple that were surprisingly powerful and difficult to kill.
They're in a pit.
We think one of them almost was dead, and then somehow it managed to
You
escape.
see her freeze mid-drink. What did you
Hey,
say?
floor go boom.
We thought we had it where it seemed like it was severely injured. We tied it up to capture him, and then somehow he
we
appeared
didn't
to
tie him.
teleport.
Blink spell.
The other one fell into a pit.
Yeah.
Echo just says it was a blink spell. Because she would know that spell by heart, because nut.
She would.
Oh,
Okay.
right, the
Blink
puppy.
spell, teleport. Minor
Interesting.
differences.
Uh,
Either way, disappeared in a flash of magic.
And you said that was down in the secret passages?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where?
There's a room where they were trying to summon the snake god thing, and now there's a larger hole in the floor than there was before.
Well, that's interesting.
So you know where
but
the cube
Apparently,
like,
a
to hang out?
sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic
It was the first passage on the
explosions.
left.
Oh.
Surprisingly very near to the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the tavern was here. That shouldn't have been a hole. I just realized the mushrooms in your background move.
Just realized.
It was
Yeah, they
bothering.
move.
I'm like, something up there is bothering me. What is it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
the mushrooms in the back move. Anyway,
Sorry. I'll. And she just kind of thinks about that. I don't have a way to check on that. I'll get one of the wizards to seal that with some stone before it gets worse.
Also, you might want to ask Zeps about it because I think he went down into the hole and then
Then we heard some
came back up.
explosions.
Yeah, we heard some explosions. He came back up at some point and
Very
really
beat
didn't
up.
get anything from him after that. So we
I
don't
see.
know
yeah,
what.
Alfred collapsed as soon as he got back. He looked
Yep.
very rough.
I see.
We don't know exactly what happened down below, but when he wakes up, there might be something we need to find out, and it might help the wizards to know more
She kind of just looks at her
before they
cup,
just
drains it.
seal a
Excellent.
hole over something.
Oh, we'll just use a metal block this time. It'll be fine.
Wait, do you know what's down there?
No.
What's down the hole?
Just looks dead at you, says no.
I have a. What you said implies
Isn't
that
that one on insight?
You don't want to
what
know
you
what I roll.
just said implies that you know something
Yes.
because it's been sealed before.
Yeah, we sealed it.
Hey, Revan.
22 on insight.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Insight.
What's your bonus?
+6.
Okay.
Corjan learned a lot of skills in
That's a
merchantry.
good one.
It usually
That's a good
involves
one.
not being swindled.
It's a very good skill to have. Well, while you guys are talking about that, suddenly you hear this chunk as the box opens.
Didn't
got it
trigger
this
any
time.
traps this time, right, Bell? Or Bellfire?
The other bell.
The other bell. So we have a lot of bells suddenly.
Just two.
Ring.
Yes, but none of them are making music, oddly enough.
Well, one of the three bells actually makes great music. You guys just haven't found it.
Oh. Is that so?
Yeah. What? You guys thought I would be talking about having an awesome bell in story and it wouldn't actually exist?
Do you remember something about a bell that the NPC bell wants to
Yes.
find? In session
Oh.
notes.
Mhm.
Do you want to go look
Yes.
at that?
Yes, yes.
I do remember that.
Trenton kind of sort of pauses and goes,
He might have forgotten to write it down.
oh. Right. Sorry.
Zeps would be checking through his book right about now, I think.
If he was
Except that-
awake.
that if he was awake to hear
He's
this
unconscious.
conversation.
Damn. Oh, well.
I feel like we need to just kind of stack them on the cart.
Or I can just carry them.
Akura can carry them.
Or that. Whatever works.
You carry one half, I'll carry the other?
I thought a crew was taking the cart. How are we pulling the cart?
I got it.
Oh, was that what Akura was doing? Akura was unaware.
It's okay. Anyway,
Well, I'm floating, so I can't pull it.
in that box, by the way, you find that you're pretty sure that this was something they didn't want you to have. The lid, do you open the lid all the way or no, by the way, Bellfire?
Checking for traps first, hopefully.
Bellfire! Don't blow up.
I'll check for traps.
You'll check for traps this
Don't
time?
blow up.
Yeah.
Investigation!
How's your int?
12.
Oh.
That's not terrible.
Terrible. I have +0 to my investigation. So.
Oh, hey, same.
So as you dig through it and whatnot, you're like, okay, there's no tripwires, there's no random exploding pieces of paper, no vials of acid linked to explode, no monsters in it, the normal things, no poisonous needles. And you actually double check that one. Okay, it looks clear. And you start kind of shuffling through it, and you've opened the lid at this point, trying to make absolutely sure. You notice quite clearly that this is the box they didn't want you to have open. Or at least you would assume so.
Since it was right by the pit.
Since it was kind of hard to get to. And this one
That's
actually
hard
had a
before
much better
enlarged
lock
the pit.
on it. It took you a while to get this thing on. First and foremost, you notice a bag with, at your best guess, it has at least 600 gold in there.
I'm expecting you to say Electrum.
Hold on.
Hold on, one coinage at a time.
Oh, did we actually take all of their mission funds or whatever they had?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oof.
the rogue has successfully robbed somebody to.
That wasn't the most important thing you found.
How do I undo?
What?
I got rid of. I actually deleted my entire.
Oh no, he deleted his inventory.
Control Z to undo.
Okay. Oh,
Did
no.
that work?
Oh, okay, there it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's
What was that
fine.
first item? What was that?
600 gold.
Oh.
I hope he's not saying anything we can't hear.
I don't know. His mic's acting
We're
up
losing
again.
you again.
No, I said, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Once you're done with that, then you can add the 300 Electrum pieces, Akua. Yes, I said 300 of them. Haha. But that's not the most important thing as you're rifling through the bag. You happen to just catch the edge of it. It was buried at the bottom. And as you dig through it, you're like, okay, there's nothing in here but coins and that. As you see this very, very red mask kind of appear as you pull it out slowly.
Is it magical?
Yeah, it looks a lot like the one on your belt. It's just red.
I'll put that in the bag.
Red mask. It's alright, guys. We're just finding traces of Raphael. It's alright.
Yeah.
He knows what it is.
I'm not telling him.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest.
23 Arcana.
Red mask. I didn't know we were
20
in Gotham.
23 Arcana on the mask.
If you're stealthily hiding that, I would actually roll for sleight of hand. It's sleight of hand at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Anyone who wants to try to see what he's doing, perception. Otherwise, we'll just go off your passive. Technically.
Well, my passive's a 21.
Actually, is that how passive works? Yeah, I'd say sleight of hand. Is that passive? We'll figure that out.
15 plus 8. So 22.
22.
Dang,
Oh, 23.
I thought I
Sorry,
rolled
23.
I had 19 for
23.
perception.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
23.
Well, that beats my 21 passive, and my
Yeah.
roll would have been a 20. Would have been a dirty 20.
Okay. Echo? Coercion?
I mean, my roll was low, and it was lower than my passive. So
Did you happen to notice anything, Echo?
No?
Okay, cool. Nobody saw a thing.
Roll?
Nope.
I'll roll.
He stealthed it.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you definitely don't see it.
Absolutely not.
Perfect job on the sleight of hand.
In
Fooled
typical
the whole
Gold
party.
fashion.
I will throw the bag of coins. Are we around a table?
Yeah, you're at the
We're just-
table.
There's a lot of tables
right.
around. You're in a tavern.
I'll toss the bag of
Check it out
coins.
again.
True. I'll toss the bag of coins onto the table. Or whatever the centralized
Okay.
All right.
thing
Money.
is.
Where the heck do we even spend it?
Question,
All of the shops are pretty much
question
dead.
for you,
Not all
Michael.
of them. Yes.
Would Akruya know what Electrum is?
Yeah. It's actually
Okay.
very commonly used where you came from originally.
Okay, awesome.
In this world, they actually
Hilariously.
use Electrum somehow.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is
it's
a
mostly an
standard
Eastern.
coinage.
It's mostly an Eastern currency.
What's the conversion rate of Electrum to gold?
So it is, if I'm not mistaken, 5 Electrum to 1 gold. So it's it's twice as good as silver.
It's
Okay.
like platinum.
Yeah,
Like,
it's essentially in between silver and gold.
So
Yeah, it's
300
it's like-
divided by 5, so you found 60 gold?
Yeah, just in Electrum.
No, or yeah. Yeah. I can math.
It's okay.
660 gold worth of coinage.
Nice.
Well, Jane just looks at the bag, looks at you guys saying something about there not being any shops, and she's like, actually, there is a shop open. One
Oh,
singular shop.
I was going to say it's not this one.
No, it's the Adventurers Mart.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of points towards the keep. You know, big building, couple doors, has a really, really old gnome as its shopkeeper.
He's still going?
Yeah. You think something can kill Corin?
Not kill him. I'm just surprised that he's had any business to stay afloat.
You know, I don't actually think he has anyone charges him for that building anymore.
True, I don't think there are any tax collectors alive at this point.
It's more that he's been here longer than most of the people in the town, but okay.
He's also probably paid off his building and then some with everything going on.
Probably. But anyway, he's open still.
Does he do magic items?
Yeah.
We might
Magic
have to go
items,
shopping too.
potions. Every now and then he has some food available.
Well, I think we're covered on food
For now.
for now.
Anyway,
We
she
might
just
need
kind
to
of shakes her
upgrade
head
our
a little.
gear.
I'll take care of the issue with the hole later. Don't worry about that. Have you had any luck in the caves under the keep other than, well, the trials?
Besides that undead swarm we initially encountered and then the trials, we haven't gone back down there. Initially, this was supposed to be just a beer run, but then that whole other thing with the sewers happened.
Okay, in that case, then I have the most up-to-date information. So that cave-in, we had started digging it out. Since you had mentioned undead down there, and we wanted to get rid of them. We found that waterway has incredibly ferocious guards guarding it. I think they were guarding the waterway more than anything else. So we took the liberty of crafting a
More
couple
down
small
there?
boats. No, we have not. Mostly because I would have to abandon the keep entirely to do so.
So you're wanting us to go take care of it.
If you wouldn't mind, you're the most capable other than myself.
Cool.
I could get some of the other adventurers to go, but right now they're trying to. I think at least the other main group I know of was trying to clear out the prison.
That's also a thing that kind of needs taken care of too.
So I mean, I'm sure if you'd like to help them with that, you could.
We should probably take care of the keep issue, make sure it's as secure as possible, so we at least actually have one strong foothold here.
The boats are sitting in the library, just waiting for you.
Cool.
Other than
that
that,
sounds like a plan of action.
Well, now that we actually have funds, shall we go visit the good old shopkeep? See if we can get some upgraded items? Because I feel like we're gonna need them.
Akruya wouldn't
while you
mind.
guys are discussing, she stands up and says she's going to go get the other two picked up and ready to move. Corjan, as she walks past you, she just kind of pats you on the shoulder and just clenches a little bit hard. And you feel a very small piece of paper be shifted into your shirt.
I will look at that later. Thanks, Jane.
Anytime. She just kind of waves her hand.
Can Akrua go help her get the other two?
By all means.
I'm
She
gonna-
goes down there. You actually see her walk towards the secret passage and shift a different one of the bottles, and you hear this solid-sounding chunk echo from the door. And then she goes to grab the others.
Oh, she locked it.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, what'd you do?
She locked the door.
Fair.
That's probably a good idea.
You didn't see which bottle it was, but spoiler alert, it's the same one that you used to open it. You just spin it.
Good to know for
Nice.
later. If you guys want to gather up the stuff, I'm gonna go out here and prep the cart that's around the corner here.
As she just carries probably Tobian up with one hand. Oh, good grief. You have enough armor on?
Tobian's our other beefy character, so he would be heavier.
Who said he was heavy?
Well, you just have Akrua. Akrua zaps over her
Well,
shoulders.
it's more along the lines of he may be not entirely heavy, but dead weight is still dead weight. It's a pain in the butt to pick something up that's dead weight.
As you see her just dragging him along the floor partly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, was I supposed to lift him entirely?
Honestly, just keep dragging him for that's his consequence. He got too drunk.
That was my thought process.
Crew, if you want to go
Kind of
snag
sets him down
Zeps.
gently across the wagon. Oh, she already
Yeah.
had Zeps, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I already threw Zeps over her shoulders.
Honestly, we
Sets
could
him on the wagon.
How big is Zeps?
He's like 4 foot.
It's like
10,
7
something like
or
that.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so he's at least bigger than a toddler.
Yes.
I was gonna say, put him in your
Very,
backpack
very
like a
slightly.
little baby pouch.
I did that to a small dragonborn one time.
And no, Zeps usually rides around on Akrua's shoulders, so that's just where Akrua put him.
All right, let's get.
So as you guys start meandering out of the area, you notice yet again there is nobody in this entire section of town. Not a single person moving. You don't see any movement in the buildings. Nothing.
Well,
So-
to be fair, they did just have a red dragon overfly them.
That's true.
So, what was the status with that boat we had in the harbor? The mysterious one or whatever.
Oh, it's still sitting out there, and she just kind of points where. Since we're, I don't have a good map for it. I was having issues,
Right.
so don't ask.
Did we ever figure out what that deal was, or is there
About
still
that.
just a mystery boat?
So it's still sitting there. Still not flying any particular flags. Still not doing anything. Just sitting there.
I was curious if it was pirates or something, but
I mean, they don't have any flags up, so it probably would be pirates.
or
The
more.
pirates
Akrua's
might now
confused. What's
would
this about
have-
boat?
And then she just points out at the harbor. It's not in the harbor itself. It's like out in the water. But there is a very large. Technically, I would call it a frigate. Old school sailing frigate type more than a galleon.
Bigger boat
So-
can carry plenty of cannons and lots of crew and cargo.
Yes. Essentially a standard warship. Sitting out there in the harbor, not flying any flags. You can't recognize the sail pattern, nothing whatsoever. And I'm telling you now, don't even bother rolling.
Something tells me it might be with the cultists, if anything.
Oh, that would make sense.
It would explain why they have so many followers.
But
suddenly
snake
in the ship.
cultists don't usually go in the water. She kind of scratches her head a little.
Sea serpents?
Wouldn't they just not have a boat?
True. But at the same time, if they're coming from another continent, they would need a boat to get here.
That's true, I suppose. We should, as you guys continue walking. Well, either way, we don't have to worry about it right now. That's good news.
until it opens up cannons on the city or something. Which that's another problem for another day.
Fair enough.
Hopefully, by that point, we'll have a little bit more of a defensible position and can deal with it.
That'd be nice, yes. On the bright side, the Ranger Corps has folded inwards a little bit. And they've actually found some more of those lizards that attacked the keep a little back.
Oh.
So we don't have to deal with them as now.
At least we still have some rangers to do things.
Yeah. They're doing a little bit of job. I would have told Zeps, but William says hi whenever he wakes up.
We can just scratch a note and leave it on him.
He does seem to write in his book a lot.
Yeah.
But as you guys continue through town and get to the keep with no real issues, just nodding at a couple of guards here and there, you do see actually a little bit more life in the town for once. You see some people moving around in the streets, outside of the harbor district, mind you. This is just in the normal areas. You see a few people here and there actually chit-chatting really quietly and then looking your way as you go past and just kind of following you slightly with their eyes. But all in all, the town is getting clearly less populated as time goes on.
Did you guys hear me?
No, we have not heard you in like 20 minutes.
I said I had butterflies floating around me.
Oh,
Okay.
So the normal stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Belly in a little bit either.
I haven't.
Okay. He's being a quiet, brooding rogue.
I was about to ask if anybody remembered to grab the gold off of the table before we left.
If we forgot money on the table, then we would
asked
be truly fools.
I asked in our chat if we were splitting it between us.
I was seeing the chitter chatter to split it, and I believe
I saw it. I just didn't know if
32 each way.
I don't have it on the stream chat, so
I think it's in the normal chat.
I didn't put it in the stream chat. Sorry.
Yeah, it's in our general player chat.
Oh, well, I didn't see it because I have my other screen occupied. But anyway, we can either use it as just a party fund, or we can just split it and say, go ham with what you got.
Pretty much.
Kind of where I was going with it was split it between the five of us.
Yeah.
As you guys...
Unless somebody declines to take a bag, and then I'll split that bag accordingly.
As you guys get to the keep and whatnot, while you guys are all doing that, Janeway kind of breaks away and heads towards the temple area. I'll see you all later!
Thanks.
Bye, friend!
Alright, let's store this stuff and then go hit up the shop. As much as I want to take care of the waterway now, I feel like we should upgrade our gear with what funds we have.
Question: Did Jane just like drop to buy in?
He probably flopped him on the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that did Jane just like drop to buy in?
She did. Pretty much, yeah. She's just like, eh.
The fact that he had to get carried all the way here, I would say getting dropped is...
Very much out of it.
Yep.
I'll have Akroa real quick go put Zeps down in his room. I don't think Akroa knows where Zep's been sleeping.
You accidentally put him in a storage closet.
No,
I put him in the storage closet.
Or are you putting him in Akrua's room? Were you saying you're going to put him in Akrua's room?
Yeah, in Akroa's room.
Okay.
I'll just leave we can just leave Tobian in the barracks, because I'm pretty sure that's where he was staying anyway.
It is. You see a couple of the guards looking up at you while they're cleaning their gear and bringing him in. Oh, what happened to him?
Too much to drink.
Damn, I wish I had that problem.
Well, hey, we just got back from a beer run, so...
He just kind of stops sharpening his weapon. turns to look at you. Did you know? I think this is sharp enough.
I go get Nut. Wait.
I feel really bad for whoever substitutes as the chef of this place for what's about to happen.
Oh gosh.
Bunch of
Oh,
A
no.
bunch of
people.
war-weary guards just heard that fresh alcohol has arrived.
Yeah. Hey, spoiler alert. It's usually one of the wizards.
Oh god.
I was about to say, I think it's a wizard. But
Oh no.
Why do you think he camps out in
No.
the kitchen all the time?
It's not one of the ones that just sits there and gnaws
Hello?
on a potato, is it?
Hello?
Yes, we
Okay.
hear you.
I kept saying I kept go getting Nut.
I heard you.
yeah, I
Okay.
heard the first one.
Before you guys leave, probably while everyone else is packing stuff away, Echo goes to the library. Where did you go?
Is she there already?
Wait, where is your figure?
Is it in the library? No.
Oh, there she is.
there it is.
She's out here for some reason.
Why
So
did
you
she
go-
get color-coded red again?
Because
All
I
of us
never,
are red.
I never fixed it on this map. It's just the people I've added in later that didn't have the red ones.
Huh.
Because back when I did this, I didn't realize I could color code them.
Ah.
So you go back to the wizard you left your puppy with, and the puppy is just kind of going on his desk, and you see him digging through a very large tome.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Hello, welcome back.
Was he good boy?
Well, and he just kind of looks down at his leg where you can see this small wet spot. Mostly,
But for a puppy.
I mean, for a puppy, he's fine. I've definitely had worse. And he just kind of shrugs his shoulders. No issues really. He ate once. At one point, he teleported up on in one of the bookshelves, and I couldn't find him. But then he came out. Didn't chew on anything though.
Okay. I toss him a couple gold coins.
And he almost topples trying to catch one of them that keeps binking off of his hand. Finally gets hold of it. Thank you. He just looks at them. Did you want change?
No.
All right.
Thank you. Picks up Nut. Let's go see if Corsian will go feed you food.
He just kind of blinks. I'll never understand these people. Kind of shrugs his shoulders. Back to my book. And into the kitchen you go. Oh, hi, Janeway. What are you doing there? Put them. So you are all now standing in the cafeteria at the moment.
Bell's apparently here.
No, yes, purple. There.
There it is.
Why are there 6 of you? Oh,
Tobian. Yeah.
there we go. Now there's 5 of you.
And we drop off all of this stuff in the proper
Drop off all your
stores.
stuff. You end up going ahead and leaving the area of the keep. You're technically going to right about here. It's just I'm having issues getting stuff that looks right, so I gave up and deleted the whole section. Yeah, we don't talk about it. So anyway, as you walk into the Adventurers Mart, the first thing you notice is it is very, very big in here.
So how much gold was it that we split among ourselves? Because it was, what, 660?
132.
Yeah, it was either 132 calculated everything to gold, or
What's it?
20 gold and
600
60
gold and then
electrum.
300 electrum.
300. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like 60
So we each
electrum if you
get
didn't want to.
60.
We'll just not do the conversion.
Yeah, 60 electrum.
Yeah.
60 electrum. Okay.
And then
Okay, so
how much
so it's-
gold?
600 divided by 5.
So 120 gold and 60 electrum.
Okay. So 120 gold. Okay, awesome.
I just wanted to get that number down.
It's a good idea to have. Yeah. As you guys walk in, you can tell that this place is pretty big. We're talking at least 40 feet back, and it has a small upper section that you can get to with a ladder. You're looking at a 40-foot high ceiling, but most of the area is on essentially the first floor. It's just that one little area that actually warrants the higher area. You see one bouncer per door. That you can tell these are at least used to rowdy people coming in, as they just kind of look you over, focus on Akura for a second, kind of nod a little bit, and wave you on inside.
I've met these guys before, right?
Yeah, you at this point you've met most anyone that's left in town, except for some of the random townspeople.
What are their names?
You don't remember.
I don't remember.
Make an intelligence check.
Just a flat intelligence?
Uh-huh.
9. Because I have no bonuses.
You do not remember. So sorry.
I'll just give them a polite nod as I walk in.
And as they just look at you guys, you see it's a pretty big area. Doesn't really have any sorting gone into it, however. In places, Corsian would recall that this. No, that's stated. The owner's a little old, and by a little I mean very, very old.
But while it's
Gave up
unorganized, I'm
sorting.
sure he knows
Yeah,
what everything
it's
is.
unorganized, but he knows what he has.
It's the whole thing of it's disorganized to us, but completely organized to him, right?
Very simple to him or his people.
Anybody here know gnomes?
Maybe.
And as you guys are looking around a moment, you're mostly for the owner. Those of you who aren't Corsian suddenly hear this really gruff. Actually, hold that thought. There's 4 of you, other than Corsian, who it wouldn't be funny to do. Yeah, well, Corsian doesn't count because it wouldn't be funny.
Oh yeah, then 4.
And seeing as I was here with the circus before, would I have had any chance of encountering this one?
Probably not.
Okay. Just wondered.
Actually,
I'll be back.
oh, that's sad because that was the person I just rolled.
Oh.
Hey, we'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna keep it.
So, do I have any?
Make an intelligence check.
Everyone?
Just him.
Oh.
I would say Echo too, actually, but she's not available right now.
23.
Hellfire, actually, you as well.
23.
Make a what?
Intelligence check. Straight intelligence.
Intelligence.
Not saving throw. With your 23, you actually were told about this place. You were told, for you and Echo both, so you are welcome to pass the information on if she does not recall it, and you know this.
Was she actually here when?
Oh, she was. She was there. She was.
Okay.
She's been with the carnival for at least her entire life, which has been 20 or so years.
Okay.
You guys were both told very
Did we
simply.
say the circus was last year like over
30
30
something.
years ago?
It's about 30 years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, you're right. She might not have been there. But you were told very specifically to not piss off the owner.
Okay.
That he was a very old ally and had done more than his fair share of adventuring.
Okay. So I didn't necessarily. He didn't necessarily have any reason to come to the circus for me to have met him, but I was made aware
You were
of him.
told about him. With
I was made aware of him.
Hellfire, It's a shop. It's got an old guy in it. A couple not
Do
so.
they have any clothes?
They do have all sorts of gear. Some basic adventuring gear, some semi-reinforced clothing. This just there to not be torn apart as much. Essentially, you can tell they have some cloaks, a few sets of armor, some of which are really nice looking. They have all sorts of random stuff tossed around.
I'm
Just
back.
need out of this janky jumper.
Yep. She's back.
Now, while you're thinking about that, Echo,
What?
while you're looking around the shop, you're like, yeah, this place looks like it has all sorts of cool shiny things in it. You suddenly hear this really gruff voice right in your ear. Hello! Can I
Hi.
help you find anything?
No.
Oh. Damn. He just kind of sags a little. You didn't even twitch. I see. And the rest of you suddenly see a very small gnome just kind of sulking slightly behind her. Oh. That's sad. Looks around the group.
Oh.
Well, welcome to the Adventures Mart. Oh, hey, Corjan.
I'm pretty sure since Corjan's probably known this guy for most of his life.
Yeah, he's been here.
What's the character's name again, Revan?
Corin.
Corin?
Yeah, it's Corin. And then if you want his last name.
Corjan 100% would definitely call this guy Grandpa Corin.
I mean, yeah, that sounds right. Here, let me
He's basically a grandfather figure. Good to see you again.
There you go. There's his full name. Minimize that. Sorry. Okay, back. So, welcome. What can I help you with? Looking for anything good? Selling? Buying? Trading?
Well, we do need to get some gear upgrades, what with everything going on in the city. So,
Well, I imagine.
some magic weapons, probably some better armor. We only have so much for fun since money making is pretty difficult during these times.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. And he just kind of looks at Bellfire.
Yes.
Looks up and down a moment.
His clothes got melted off.
Oh, okay. You'll need the menswear?
Yes.
All right. You'll want that section over there. And he just kind of points out a small area.
We
Oh.
had to create some makeshift apparel out of what was available.
I see that.
How quickly does Bellfire move for the clothing section?
Very.
I mean, the thing is,
Roll
Echo did do a decent job of making it look not bad, but
It's notably makeshift.
it's notably makeshift, and it is obviously a dress.
Used by full
Former
movement
dress.
speed.
Former
he
dress.
zooms.
Correction. A used to be dress.
Cool.
I'll use the dash action and move 70 feet. Close.
So he
Leave a
basically
small-
just teleports.
You leave a small Bellfire-shaped cloud behind you.
Understandable.
He just waves his hands to disrupt that.
A little.
That's one.
He's taking
How
care
about you, Mr. Cat? I get you anything?
Yeah. Do you know where a crow can find weapons?
He just kind of looks all around the shop. I might. They're literally everywhere. What kind? You looking for big ones, small ones, short stabbies, big guns? I got a cannon in here somewhere. Actually, he kind of looks at you. You might not be able to handle that one. Meant to go on a ship, you know.
It's a little clunky to lug around anyway.
Just a little. Only weighs like 800 pounds. Or is it 900?
But yes, preferably big weapons.
In that case, you're gonna want that section. He actually just points at the upper area towards the left. You're gonna want over there. Unless
Yeah,
you're looking for more like spears, in which case, and he just points at a wall about 15 feet behind you. You're gonna want that right there.
I'll head up to the first spot first.
Okay, we'll cover you in a second. And he just kind of looks at the rest of you. Any you else?
Not sure that Trenton's got anything he can think of that he specifically needs at the moment.
While you're thinking about that, go ahead and make a perception check. Echo, Corson.
But
Where's your armor?
I have never used a piece of anything.
I know. I know.
24 on perception.
You actually notice that underneath his rather unassuming clothes, you can see this glint of armor.
Come here, little psychopath. God damn it, she ran again.
You see here and there, tucked in his various pouches, you can actually see a couple of small blades and what looks like the butt of a crossbow, but it's far too small, you think? Well, anyway. Corson, you said armor?
Yeah, and
Let's see.
I'll follow Akura when I need weapons.
You looking for, like, the heavier stuff still? Or were you thinking, like,
Medium armor, something like this. Any references the half plate he's wearing.
alright, you'll want to look over there. And he just points off and into one of the corners.
Got it.
It-
Thanks, Grandpa and Corin.
Yeah, I'll get you settled in a minute. Now, how about you two? Looking at Trenton and Echo. Aren't you two from the circus?
Yes.
Maybe.
I remember seeing you. And he points at Trenton. You're newer.
Yes, she is.
Not much.
Knew where I spent the last 15 years of my life there.
Yeah. Still newer. After all, he's been there for like 100 and something.
Oh, has it been that long? I lose track.
Expecting him even worse than me. And he just kind of looks at you. Well,
I know it was before the last time we came here. We've been here.
that's all right.
I don't know. We've maybe come 2 or 3 times since I joined. Actually, I don't remember.
4 or
sure.
5, I think. He just kind of tilts his head. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, let's see. We got an artificer and what are you, a songs mistress?
A song's mistress.
Yeah, that's what he's asking you. Yeah, you know. Rides a dragon, plays a lute, makes people scream in terror.
On character, Michael.
That's what he's saying. No, wait. Which part am I wrong on?
I
I'm
don't
not
ride
sure.
a dragon.
Oh, no dragon. Interesting.
I don't think we've encountered a dragon that would be willing to let her ride yet.
And he just kind of sags a little. Yeah, I suppose that one was one of a kind. Wow. Anyway, are you sure you don't want anything?
Well, I'm not entirely sure what I can upgrade with.
Well, there's always rings. Even if you don't use weapons or armor too terribly much, you can wear rings.
Well, it's just I'm not entirely sure how I could upgrade my weapon because, well, I'll pull out my gun.
And just looks it over. Let's see. Basic firearm, single shot normally,
Yeah, I kind of tinker with
repeating
some of that stuff.
infusion. Not bad. Definitely not bad. And he just kind of actually pulls it out of your hand slightly. Yeah, could use a little refinement. Kind of dusts it off a little.
Yes, and I wouldn't be adverse to getting a better armor. I don't know what all we can do to my armor or weapons.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you two follow me first?
Okay.
And he actually just motions you over to his what you estimate to be his sales counter, and you see an assortment of rings on top. So first and foremost, casters all. Armor, weapons, not that useful for us, right? Oh, that's what you guys are. You're called bards, right?
Yes.
Ah, I knew I'd get it eventually. Seems very proud of himself. Well, anyway, what you guys need more than any of the other normal things is rings. Simple rings, like things that'll let you jump further, maybe. He just kind of points at one.
And I look down at the ground that's 3 feet below my feet. I
Well,
don't jump normally.
it would help her, maybe. I got this one here, and he just kind of points at this really nice blue one with a slight shield looking emblem on it. This one helps protect your mind. And by helps, I mean, I think I'm pretty sure it makes you immune to half of the stuff.
That's interesting.
So, like, nothing could read your thoughts, tell if you're lying, know your alignment, or your creature type. He just kind of
Okay.
looks up at both of you for that one.
My creature type is kind of obvious.
Yeah, you're an elf.
Well,
Shifts to look at him. Look like him.
Oh.
I
Doppelganger?
don't. No.
Wait, what else changes shape like that? He just kind of scratches his head.
Druid.
well, there's the simple answer.
Hmm.
What 2 words did you just use? Put them in reverse the order of them.
Shape change.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I thought she was a bard, not a druid.
She doesn't require a spell to do it, like a
Neither do
druid
druids.
does. Okay. It is a ability she had before she became a bard.
Oh! Yeah, I got no idea. He just kind of waves his arm. Anyway. But this way, if you don't want to be obvious, you could hide that with this
Okay.
one. He then indicates a couple more. One of which is this. This actually, it looks kind of like it's pulsing slightly. That one, you got the slight look to it. I got it from one of the what were they? They're like a red wizard. Yeah, one of those. This one, he was a real problem to put down, but because his wounds were regenerating really quick. You shoot him a couple times, he just heals.
With the ring.
Fireball them. Huh? Oh yeah, it was the ring that did it. It took me forever to figure that one out. And technically, I didn't figure that one out until I chopped his hand off.
Well, that does kind of point to a ring being the reason.
Yeah, that was my thought process.
That could be definitely an interesting one to consider.
Yeah.
I thought you might. Let's see. Looks back at you two. Looks at the one who clearly does not use their gear. And he just looks finally at your clothing and seeing the scorch marks. I've got it. You stand in the back ranks more. Not hearing any confirmation or otherwise.
I said most of the time.
Oh, it did not
No, you
confirm.
Yeah, it didn't pick up.
Well, in that case, he actually pulls out one or two different rings. One of these. This one. And he looks at it. So this one, it just lets you ignore some of the hurts from one kind of damage. And this, I'm going to say from the lightning bolt, this one was lightning. Or thunder. Probably lightning. Or, and he holds up his other hand, setting both of them actually down next to the Ring of Regeneration, by the way. This one, if somebody tries to take you down specifically, it'll try to knock their spell away. Doesn't help with lightning bolts, though. Sorry.
Interesting.
He just kind of looks up at Echo, who has, to my knowledge, did not mend her gear after the cultist fight.
Echo?
That I probably would have.
It
Wait,
was
what
mending
gear?
everything else.
Your outfit.
I never took damage.
You did from the lightning bolt.
No, that was me.
And me.
You guys took half. I'm pretty sure she was in that range.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yes.
she was.
Yeah, you were.
You would definitely
Echo would have took damage for the lightning.
Yes, Echo, you
you'd be
did.
healed by
Vince,
now.
The only ones who did not, I believe, were Akrua, Zeps, and Bellfire.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I was right next to you. I was floating above you.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah,
after the
everyone
lightning
else
bolt.
got hit by the lightning.
It was after the lightning bolt that I kind of started dripping onto you, and you, which made you
That's
aware of
probably
how
why you
bloodied I
forgot.
was.
That's actually probably why you forgot. You're like, ow! Wait, friend's in danger.
Why am I having blood dripping on me? Oh, Trenton, you don't look so hot.
Anyway, I'll let you guys decide if you want any of those. If you don't mind me covering one of the others for a little bit.
What's the price on the rings?
Oh,
Yeah.
well. He just kind of thinks about it a second. Let's see. For the resistance, we would go with. Were those the only three you were really interested in?
The regeneration.
Okay.
The only one I care about.
He thinks about that.
Maybe the others are possibles. I'm debating them.
He just looks up at you. You're from the circus. 200.
Much?
Huh?
Don't have that much.
Total, or for 200 for all of them, or
Just for the
200 each?
regeneration. So, 200 for the regeneration.
Ah.
Also, I'm assuming that was in character because you should definitely have that much.
No, we haven't been given gold until today.
No, yeah.
You started with gold.
I started with
I
8.
started with 8.
Did I not send everybody their starting gold?
Nope.
I could've
No.
sworn
I was like, I got way more than that to start with.
I know. I
Nathan, I've only had 8 gold this whole time.
And I've only
Yup.
had 14 gold from my background.
Okay. Well, we
I
started.
started with 15.
Was I the only one that you sent it out to?
I
Nope.
thought I said that to everyone. I could be insane.
Yeah, no, like
Guys,
I started with a buttload of gold.
guys, you started at level 3.
We s-
4.
4. You have 400 more than you think you do.
Yeah, I was like, I started off with
Oh.
tons of gold.
Guys,
It's
We've
not
been
our
thinking-
fault if the DM didn't tell
Like,
us.
I
I
looked
know
back
I
at my
told
character
you.
We're
sheet.
thinking we were
No.
broke this whole time.
I told you.
I looked back at my
thought.
character sheet after you guys said that you were like you don't have that much. Like, I have 533.
I was like, where did it all go? You haven't been spending yet.
As far as we're aware, the only person, and our characters don't know this, but as far as I'm aware, the only person who had significant gold would be Bellfire, and that's because he's not been giving up the gold he's been finding in the treasure chest until
give
this
up.
last one.
He did.
Until
this
this
last-
last
give up.
one.
I only
Not the
found
first one.
I only found 50 gold in that last one.
He did.
Well,
it was
I-
cheap.
I'm not saying
But-
that. I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
the only gold that I've been aware of at all is from the 2 chests. And in the first chest, you didn't tell us about the gold. So as far as we're aware,
Nope.
we don't know about it. And so you just pocketed it without us noticing because we weren't paying attention at the time.
So anyway,
Okay,
So-
so you actually do have money to buy things. You
He
guys
says
can afford
200.
the ring.
he's looking dead in your eyes when he says it.
Okay.
Since Echo was the one to ask. Anyway,
You want the regeneration ring?
Well, you might need it more than me.
definitely
Probably,
gets,
but I was
definitely gets hit
offering.
more often.
I'm not sure which one of us has gotten hit more often, but I think I have a little
To be
more
fair,
health than you.
It's
Tristan
definitely
did
it's
Echo.
been Corsian
Trin
who's
did
been hit
almost
more
die
often.
last time.
Yes, but I instantly heal him most of the time.
You're right.
If I go down, he's shit out of luck.
Anyway,
You want it? Or
Why don't
Can
you
I
I'd like to
take
clarify,
it?
you're the only two at the counter current.
Why
If
don't
you'd
you
like to go
take
ask the
that
party,
one?
you can.
Why don't you
You,
take
you don't
that
have
one?
to buy it instantly if you want to think about it.
so how much
Just-
gold do I actually have?
So
Your
432
current
plus
amount.
Technically, it's 532 if you count the Electrum as gold.
yes,
We'll do the
Oh,
math
no.
later.
540 if you count the Electrum because we had 8 plus the 400.
She's given people at least flat 4 gold that I can recall.
Oh, well,
Only person I
Maybe.
give gold to is the person I give nugget money for.
That's two
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
so
yes,
that's
I
two.
was using some of my 8 gold because he took care of Nugget for like 36
Okay.
hours.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair.
So by my calculations, we have 60 Electrum and 100 and 528 gold.
Something like that.
Well, it'd be 526.
Something like that.
So, and just trying to make sure that I caught everything. Sounded like one was possibly like a shield ring.
Oh yeah. And he just holds it up that one. I think it's called spell turning.
Right, but I thought one of the first ones you showed us was also, you said, some kind of a, sounded like a shield or an armor.
Oh, the mind shielder.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay, so Mind Shielder, the regeneration, the spell turning. I thought there was a fourth one too. Was that just the 3
Just those 4 technically.
or 4?
1 resistance, 1 spell turning, regeneration, and mind shielder. That's the only ones he outright listed that you showed interest in.
Okay.
You can think about it a minute.
Okay.
By
I might.
the way,
consider at least one
Bell,
of those.
since I believe you started at level 5 or 6.
He's not at his desk right now.
Okay.
Elwood has started level 5.
Yeah, I thought he started at level 5, so he'd have 500 more than he thought he did. Oops. I could have sworn I told everyone about that.
Oops.
Apparently, it was just me.
Apparently, it was just you somehow.
Because
well,
everyone's like, "We're poor." B looks character sheet.
Well, he just looks at all of them. So anyway, while you guys are thinking about it, he just points at the regeneration. 200 for you, but just for you two.
Okay. And would the others be similar price?
The Mind Shielder, that one's only like 80. Resistance is... call it 140.
Okay.
And then the spell turning one, that one's pretty hard to come by. I'd have to do at least 300 for it.
Okay. Excellent. Thank
And
you.
I'm gonna go check on
Yes.
some of the others really quick.
Yes. Go check with
Let's
them and
see.
we'll discuss these other 3 rings.
Dress man, he was first, and he kind of wanders off.
Dress man.
Oh wait, he's not at his desk.
Probably meet him halfway.
Oh, you are at your desk again.
He
Hey,
just got
you
Sprinting
have
back to his clothes.
you have 500 more gold than you think you do. By the way, because you started with it.
500 more or 400?
You started at level 5, correct?
Yes.
Then you have 500 more total, not the 400 that the rest of the group had. Sorry about that. Don't know how that happened.
I'm still more shocked that it was just me, but nobody
I
else.
sworn I sent that to people. It might have got lost in the chats though.
Also possible.
Not
Anyway,
unless it was lost in the general chat, because it is not in my DM.
I think it was. In the
I mean, for me, for character creation, I had you in VC for that. So you could have just told me
also-
during character creation.
That's probably what happened. And as he gets to Bellfire, so you find any clothes you were looking for?
Yeah, I'll just walk up with 3 sets of clothes and cloak. Because I need spares.
Mm-hmm.
Really all I need
That makes sense.
for now. Unless you have any, like,
What was that?
3, like, just 3 sets of clothes. I asked about what.
That last part cut out one more time.
Oh, I asked about weapons.
Weapons. Short stabbies,
Yes.
big stabbies, smashies.
Sounds like short and stabby.
Kinda. I'll pull out my Yakoba and show it like this.
Ah, okay. I don't know what weapon you just said, but he leads you over to the section.
It's okay. You know Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's basically
You cut out.
I think it's a mini
like a
scythe.
short.
It's a mini scythe.
Oh, it's like a mini spear. It's a mini. It's
Oh, that thing. Gotcha.
like you take a. You put it on. Yeah.
I don't have too many of those. He actually looked up at you, tilts his head slightly. Oh. Welcome. Looking at you again.
How short is this? How?
This guy is maybe 3.5 feet tall. Okay. I think I broke him.
He would be smaller than the halfling.
Yes. No, gnomes are the smallest normal race.
I'm 3'2".
What?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear the hello, but you're garbly.
I said I'm just over 3.
He's just over 3 feet.
I can help the internet slightly. Oh, so you guys are about the same height in that case. He looks at.
Yeah, I'm like 2.
We just lost you again.
We might need to get that laptop checked.
No, I stopped talking.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Yeah, you actually sounded a lot
I stopped
better.
talking. He was talking just like
Um,
I'm like 3'2".
Oh yeah, so you guys are pretty much the same height. He just kind of looks at your weapon again. Well, I do have other gear like it. He just kind of pulls out a couple from a small little section underneath the daggers and whatnot. Let's see, this one. I don't remember what this one did. He's just kind of thinking about it. We'll get back to that. And he just kind of sets it back down. This one, though. This one, it goes straight through armor. Acts like it's not even there. I will also
Sounds
tell you
like
it
you're
goes
coming.
straight. It doesn't work on ghosts.
At all?
Yeah, it goes straight through them.
All right.
So don't even try it on a ghost. Or a wraith or any of the stuff that's not totally there. But anything physical, yeah, it'll go straight through them like butter.
All right.
And then that one, I'm pretty sure that one was just a really simple flame enchantment. He just kind of picks it up, fiddles with it a second. Oh yeah, there. Yeah, that. He just kind of pats one of his eyebrows. Yeah, it's still there. We're good. Just kind of looks over you. It's a cool trick, but
Yeah.
he just kind of sets it down.
Hmm.
Other than that, I don't got too much. But the sun is shining, right? Go ahead and make one more.
Right.
Go ahead and make one more intelligence check for me.
Ooh.
Alternately, history. Technically, in your case.
They're both 0. 14.
Oh. That's better, at least. You recognize he's giving you a call sign.
Okay.
You don't remember who the call sign was supposed to match, but it is a definite call sign you were given at one point for your various thieving duties. As some kind of contact in this town, you just don't remember what they were.
Am I able to return it?
With a 14, you're pretty sure the answer is either, but the ice is slippery, or you don't actually recall what the other response would be. Something
Take the
about
chance.
the moon.
I'll take the chance.
Go ahead and give me some kind of sentence for it.
Oh no.
If you're able. don't
I don't know.
worry about it too much if you're not. Don't I trust me, I had another saying in my head, now I forgot what it was, hence why you didn't get to.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, okay, we'll just go with it then. So, you gave him the first call sign?
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. And he just kind of motions you over. Look, I don't know what the hell your guild has been doing lately. You need to tell him to back off.
Okay.
Look,
I
I
can see what-
know there's a temporal plague, and it's really easy to deal with stuff going around right now. But really, trying to bring back that god, especially her. And he just kind of glances down at your belt.
I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it. And then he actually pulls out the weapon he said he didn't recognize the enchantment on, and just hands it straight to you. That one's for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you now, you're going to have to get that one identified because I actually don't have him recalling what it is. So sorry.
All right.
You also have to remind me how you spell the name of that weapon because I don't remember. Just go ahead and send it in chat. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. How much for the other one?
Which one? He looks and he's just pointing at the flaming or the other one.
The flaming.
So the flaming, it's only like 100.
100. All right. I'll take that one.
The other one, I know you're not asking. I doubt you'd have it on you right now. He just kind of looks you up and down, clearly looking at the dress.
Oh, I've changed into one of the other clothes. I put on. I'm wearing the clothes out of the store. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So that plus the clothes and stuff, you're wanting 102. That's it.
102. Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. Excellent.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pronounce that shit if I tried.
Yeah. There's a pronunciation.
Yeah, we're not even gonna bother. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cover one of the other people now. You have fun.
Yep.
And as he's walking away, he just kind of scratches his head. Why didn't they seem to? Oh, it's fine. Walks up to Kura. And how are you doing, cat? Oh no, now Akura's not. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Sorry. You find anything you want? And if you don't, do you know what you're looking for?
Currently, a crow would just be browsing.
Makes sense.
Do you have anything of interest?
Well, he just kind of looks you up and down. Is your gear just on you still?
Just all my various
Your
types
various,
of weapons.
yeah.
The ones that Kurua carries around is his glaive and his 2 magical weapons.
Okay, you don't have the rest of it on. This does. He just kind of looks you up and down. Well, God, you're more of a walking armory than that Dragonborn. Well, okay, so I got a couple things for you. He motions you over to some of the pole arms. So I noticed that yours is not all that, well, magical. That helpful against some things. He just kind of gestures at the wall in general. I don't know what kind of thing you want. So I'll just tell you. We've got some simple enchantments over there. You know, little things. Just help guide your arms and stuff. We got a couple here. I made these. And he taps like 3 in particular. This one, you can actually throw it. And it will fight for you for like 20 seconds or so.
Okay.
And then he points out a couple of others. This one, if you notice the teeth on it, it's got a really cool bleed effect. Even if it's like just a little scratch for a normal one, this one just goes really good. Like more so than even the teeth would do. I should clarify. Sorry. I'm particularly proud of that one. Otherwise, we have your normal list, you know, flaming, shocking, That one explodes, but it kind of explodes, the entire area, including you. So not too many people want that one. Otherwise, don't. Oh, actually, I do have this one. He kind of looks at your sword. Huh, it's not bad. He just kind of goes to a small rack where you can see this really weird-looking blade. At first look, as he pulls it out of the scabbard that you can tell is made for it, it looks just like a normal sword. And then he turns it so you can see the essentially front half. And rather than a normal blade edge, you see a whole bunch of teeth going in a downwards angle. But you can tell that it looks like they kind of move inside the blade, as you can see a hole at the top and bottom, and it looks like they kind of run along it. You can see like a trigger almost in the handle. This one's really cool. And all you do, those of you who are in the store, which is everyone, all hear this sound suddenly.
Are you giving a crew a chainsaw?
Chain
No,
blade.
it's a sword.
It's a chainsaw sword.
It's a chain
Chainsaw
sword.
man,
Get
go!
it right. The sad thing is, I had this in here ahead of that. It just never came up because you guys never asked about shops.
Well, we all thought we were broke.
Broke.
So
Yeah,
We were
like
waiting
know,
for us
With
to
the
get some
exception of me,
money.
but I also just tagged along forever.
About that. Anyway. So this one, if you can't tell as he lets go of the button, it does that, and you saw the blade was whirring really fast. It's mostly good against flesh and blood things. But it's also decent against like trees. If you get attacked by living trees or vines. Yeah, little things like that. Maybe fish. It works underwater.
Works underwater. Via Slayer looks at the water breathing potions.
You mean the water breathing
Anyways,
potions that are in my bag?
The player is looking at those water breathing potions and it's like, wait a minute. So this one I made. I found it off of it was a really cool idea somebody gave me at some point. I don't remember when they gave it to me. It's fine. But so I made the sword itself out of mithril seed. So it's really light, despite the components and it being a little bit bulky. I'm sorry. And it's not good at cutting. Don't try to use it like a normal sword. Just get it near the opponent while it's going whir. It'll hurt a lot. But
So
if you wanted
how much
this
is-
one, it'd be 400.
400. All right, bet. And then how much was the So how much is the Actually, what were all the pole arms? You just said that they're all pole arms.
The ones he was pointing out specifically were all glaives, but you can see there's all sorts of different stuff hanging up on that wall. And they were
You said
considering
there's
how,
one that-
and since he was pointing at them in general, you actually realized he was just pointing at whole sections. And you have the sneaky suspicion, for the most part, that they had the same basic enchantments on them. Irregardless of which one you.
But there's one that did shocking damage.
Yeah, that one. Well, those.
Alright.
I mean, if you don't want the glaive itself, we've got the halberd. We've got the ransuer. That one's really old.
How much is the glaive?
Oh, that one's only like 80. Those are really easy to make.
So a crew is going to take both the glaive that does shocking damage, as well as the chainsaw sword.
Excellent, excellent. If you want to just take those to the counter, I will get you over there.
All right.
And he actually just sticks the chainsword back in its scabbard and hands it to you. Let's see. Cat. Dress. Missing someone. He just kind of starts
Trin.
looking around the shop. Fairy people.
Corjan?
There he is! There's Corjan! As you're already pointing at him. He completely ignores that, by the way. And he just kind of toddles off that direction. Corjan, yeah, what are you looking for?
Well, I've got this basic, as you can see, armor. So better armor is always good. Because last time I got hit by a lightning bolt, did not feel good.
Well, I imagine not. He just kind of tilts his head a little. Lightning.
I doubt magic-resistant armor is anywhere near what I can afford, so just less likely to get stabbed is always better.
Well, I got some stuff. He just kind of scratches his head a minute. That wouldn't help you. That wouldn't help you. More durable than plate.
Yeah, that's the complicated part, because I don't really want to wear heavy armor.
But you want to not get injured.
You know, I have some ways to heal, but the less
I can't see that item. Cool. Sorry.
Or just improving the strength upon the gear that I already have, make it a little more durable. So
that wouldn't be too hard. And he just kind of looks it over. Well, I'd actually just trade you out, so that's one of those, and look for that one and fix that later.
That works too.
But yeah, I do have basic enchantments to like try and turn the blows aside. And he just kind of wanders off to one of the other areas slightly. Turn blades aside. Looks at you, kind of walks over with like a tape measure he just pulled out of his sleeve. Starts measuring random areas like around your leg. He kind of floats it up to your face, and it just starts measuring in between your nose, your nostrils. You know, the normal areas.
That's normal for him. You should have seen what he measured when I had to get shoes.
Did I measure for shoes? Yeah. Anyway, this suit should fit, and he just kind of taps one that's mounted up on the wall. That one.
Okay. I'll take that off the mount.
You'll want to try that one on before you make your decision. But if all you're looking for is a simple defense boost, that'll help you.
Great. How much is that going to run me?
Winters. He just kind of looks at you. Your family's been here almost as long as I have.
They did know how to run a good shop.
They did. Kind of sad. It's okay.
The whole temporal plague really messed that up, but that's
it happens to everyone eventually. Happens to everyone eventually. It's fine.
Temporal plagues?
Well, dying in general.
Well, yeah, but...
Well, I mean, except me.
You just kind of keep on going, and...
Well, I mean... He just kind of stops what he was about to say. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not important. And he just toddles off towards the counter. Let me know once you try that on.
I'll go try it on, and then I'm going to go take a look at the weapons.
Okay. The aforementioned things I mentioned with the exception of the chainsword. Unless you want something in absolute particular, in which case, by all means, ask if he has it.
I have not
Let me close a
entirely
couple
sure.
tabs.
I mean, I could look through the list of wondrous items.
Yeah, pretty much.
What would be like rare and lower?
Technically, he actually has some very rare items.
I don't think I can afford a very rare item.
Probably not with the armor.
So,
But if you do have anything in particular, other than what I've listed, by all means ask.
of course.
And he gets up to the counter. Okay, so let's see. You were buying stuff. Had you guys decided on those rings yet?
Yes, I think so. I think I definitely want that mental shield one, and then my apologies, my player does not recall. Penton will remember. What were the
Mhm.
other two? I know one was an elemental resistance, and
Lightning resistance specifically, and then spell turning.
spell turning. Okay,
Oh, that's why you hadn't
So-
responded. Hi.
so
He's a cranky butt.
think Trenton Trenton's gonna take the spell turning and the
Okay.
I have a cranky kitty.
yes,
Sorry.
spell turning and the mental resistance.
It might be cranky.
Can I have my psychopath back then?
Yeah, here.
And then
Okay.
I think Echo was
I
going
know
to
Echo was
take-
looking at the regeneration one.
Yes. Echo is I think is gonna take the regen.
Alright, so as stated, that spell turning one's gonna. I can't sell that one specifically. But if you do want it, I can let it go. You just have to do me a favor.
Okay. What favor? What kind
Well,
of favor?
you see, some of my little birdies around town. Yes, they're actually birds. Ignore it. Fine. Were telling me something about some kind of cultists going around trying to recruit some of the townspeople. I'm not a huge fan of the people they're working with. I would like it if you could find any of their very particular things they're trying to get collected. Most likely, the items are going to be either a group of orbs or maybe scepters, one of the two, or it's a set of masks. It's one of the two.
Okay.
Either of the two, whichever one they have, if you could find those and bring them in, so I can keep them safe, I'd appreciate it, and I could actually let this go and trade for one of them.
I would have no problem with looking for those and hopefully be able to find
Otherwise,
them.
and he just looks at the you for price wise. If you really did want to buy it outright, it'd be at least 3,000.
Obviously, I don't have that.
I imagine you did not.
What? What is 3,000?
The spell turning ring
Oh, okay.
for
Or
other
we can
various reasons.
potentially trade it for one of the like orb things or mass things that these cultists are apparently trying to collect and have, because he would rather him have them to keep them safe and out of the hands of people that will use them for bad things.
But there you go. That's my offer. As far as the resistance ring, it was
The mental ring, yes.
the mind shielding. Sorry. So that one was 80.
Definitely take that, and yes, I would like that spell turning, but
I stated.
I understand you probably can't let us have it until we have the trade.
No, I'm afraid not. Unless you did have
And-
the money to buy it, of course.
Yeah, not that much, unfortunately. As much as I would love to be able to have that. So,
I
yeah.
imagine.
I would be more than happy to look into those,
And you just kind
and
of.
if we can find them.
For the record, Bellfire, are you nearby? By the way.
I was gonna say after my conversation with the shopkeeper, I was gonna stealth away and look for an office.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do that for
Sure.
a second, since it looks like.
Okay. Could I roll stealth?
Yeah, it'd be definitely stealth. Oh, no, she's not deafened. She's just muted.
So 22.
So 22. You start moving around. You actually do find there is a technical office in the back, up in the
An office or like anywhere you would keep like letters
Mhm.
or anything of that nature.
I imagined that's what you were looking for.
Yeah. I just want to see if there's any information regarding what I was told.
You find the office with no issues, and as you start kind of shifting around in there, you're like, okay, there's nothing. There's some bedding. You see an assortment of gear sitting around. Like you see a whole bunch of javelins in one corner. You see some alchemist supplies. You start realizing this is less of an office and more of his bedroom. You do see a very large section on a table. Looking through, at first you thought it would be, his desk or something, but as you open it, you're seeing one of the cubbies is just jammed full of various levels of healing potion. The next one had a whole bunch of holy water in it. Sitting front and center on the desk, you see a very, very old holy symbol. Are you proficient in religion?
No.
Okay, in that case, I will just describe it for you. This one is just a hammer hanging downwards from a chain. All it is.
Yeah. I don't want to take anything. I was just seeing if he had,
Hmm.
if I could find any more information while he was.
You do see a signet ring in one of the drawers. Not a sigil you recognize, but you can tell this ring is actually very well made.
Is there any wax on the desk?
No,
No wax.
not a single piece
So I
of wax.
can't make a mold of the signet. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take anything. I don't want him to know that I was doing
Okay.
this.
Yeah. No.
I just wanted to see if there was
no
any
information in here whatsoever.
All right. That's fine. I will sneak back out onto the floor and.
All right. In that case, you probably were nearby when he started asking about these masks.
All right.
And before anything else, and how about you, little one? Echo. Echo, you alive?
What?
I realize it is 10. We're going to be ending this pretty quick.
Okay.
Your shopping spree extraordinaire. Extravaganza? That
Ooh.
one. What did you think of that ring? Did you end up wanting that one?
The regen ring
Echo.
for 200.
Echo.
We lost you, Echo.
What?
Did you want that
We
ring?
didn't hear an answer.
Yeah.
All right. So he actually just hands that one to you directly. There you go, miss.
Take.
I would recommend not getting your hand chopped off. It doesn't seem to work if it happens.
Okay.
And we'll
Finds
hand over
chain,
the
puts ring on chain, wears it that way. Yeah, you have to take my head.
I mean, that would count, technically. Just gonna send people things for their items, because they're identified.
Except for mine.
Except for yours.
Also, apparently, Yakolas are not on the Wikidot.
What isn't?
The weapon that I used.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah,
Kinda weird.
which is weird. They are in D&D Beyond.
Did anyone
but
buy that
they're
resistance ring? Or is that one the ignored ring?
the lightning resistance.
Yes.
No.
Okay, he kind of shifts that one away, looks at it, shrugs. Somebody buy that one.
Maybe the one who just complained about getting hit with a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still on the counter, but... Alright, and then let's see, the rest of you. Let's see, Akrua, you had... He's trying to think about that. What was it, 480?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She
Me
just hands
likeys.
you all the gold.
Me likeys. That looks interesting.
Well, my insight check on that was a 1, so I hope you weren't lying.
Oh, no, I didn't even roll for deception.
Oh, was that actually the right number?
480, yeah, because it was 400 for the swords and 80 for the glaive.
I actually remembered.
I also already did all the math, so I didn't want to redo math.
Nice. He kind of starts tucking things away. So, curiosity, what are you guys upgrading all your gear for?
Well,
Oh, friends and I were out, and we keep running into several things we need to get rid of.
Oh, that
Yes.
makes sense.
and
That
we
makes sense.
Our parties had several close calls, more
yes,
than
and
once.
we encountered a couple of or several people who had two leaders that were quite powerful that we would like to not have get away again
Makes sense.
because they were clearly not up to good things.
Well, I apologize for that. No.
After all, when you're chaining a dragon down and then cast an illusion on it to be something other than the dragon it is, and deceiving your worshippers and what they're actually praying to and trying to summon for a deity, that doesn't sound very good for the city.
Not particularly. He just kind of looks up at
Does he
you.
react at all?
Hmm?
Does he react at all at the mention of the dragon?
That'd be technically an insight check, yeah. By all
Insight?
means. It'd be insight.
That'll be 17.
He kind of twitched a little. Like you could see his face shift slightly.
Funny, by the way,
No, okay.
for me.
I'll get to you in a minute.
Plus, let's see
I
what's.
was like, I rolled a 12, so like I'm not gonna bother with the 17.
You get the same information hilariously.
Plus, I have a wisdom of 3, so.
You saw a definite flicker in his face expression.
I didn't specifically say cultist, but I implied cultist without saying cultist.
Yeah. Those of
Or
you who
what
did
they
not
were
roll
worshiping.
really, really, really high, just saw a very slight flicker in his expression. You can't quite tell what it was, but something about dragons pissed him off. You think?
Could just be old man twitches. Could be he
just be old man.
recognized
Yeah,
something.
that'd be something.
Who knows?
He's got something against dragons since he's an old adventurer.
For Trenton, you actually noticed two things, but they were both completely separate and kind of confused you.
Because he did already say he wants me to get something from the cultist.
When you said something about there being a dragon nearby, you saw for just an instant a look of that you recognize from your own face here and there, a look of longing and remembrance, perhaps. Just as quickly,
like he's maybe had good relations with dragons in the past.
but just as quickly, it's wiped away with an absolute look of rage coming from his eyes only.
As I'm starting to say something that implies cultists, or
Yes. Otherwise, you can't quite get much else from him, I'm afraid. And as he's pulling out the rings and whatnot, making sure they go to the right people, checking everybody's gear, adjusting one of Corsian's straps slightly. By the way, he said it wrong.
This sounds about right.
He kind of looks around at you guys. Well,
I'll also mention after he gets done with fixing people's gear, you wouldn't happen to have any information about these so-called worshippers that might help us with dealing with the fact that they're trying to summon something that I don't think we want to have brought into the city? By chance, would you? After all, especially seeing as you would like it if we could find some of their items they're looking for and get them away from them or stop them from acquiring them.
sorry, what was the question?
He's asking for information regarding the cultists.
And I referenced the fact that he's, without bleakly saying what he asked me to look for, that he asked me to look for two different items and either take it from them or prevent them from acquiring those items.
Yeah. Well,
Without
I don't
specifically
have
saying
much.
what they are.
I don't have much information on that, I'm afraid.
I understand. Just thought I'd ask, because if you did have information that might help us, it would make it a little bit easier possibly to have for me be able to locate those items for you. Either way, I have no intentions of letting them continue harming this city because I kind of like it.
Kind of a
Therefore,
nice
it's in
city.
my best interest to help it stick around because, well, I don't want to see it go away.
Neither do I. I kind of live here.
He just kind of looks at you. I'll send you guys a message if I hear anything.
We would appreciate it, and if we can, we'll do something to compensate you for the information that.
Oh no, for that nothing required. It's it's a fight it started a long time ago.
Well, if that's the case, then especially would like to see it go away because things that have been around and keep creating problems are always annoying to people like me.
Anyway, he kind of settles down a little bit. I hope y'all are okay. Make sure you keep an eye on yourselves. Oh, hey, one thing about that chainsword.
Yeah.
It sometimes jams. If it does jam, all you do, and he actually just shifts the trigger slightly, like pulling it outwards almost, and you see it has a very slight gap. Just wiggle any kind of blade in there, or your finger if you're able to. There's a small button. You just push that a couple times, it'll unjam, put it back, quick, easily shift the trigger back, it'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll get you the stats for that later. I have to actually type those, sadly.
Oof.
Well, I had a bunch of my auto created stuff in writing, but I can't find it.
Actually, there are stats on the Pathfinder 2e stuff. They have
For
a
a
serrated
chainsword?
for yes, a chain sword. It's a magic chain blade. It's serrated that you can enchant your sword with.
I'll have to double check that. That might be easier than me trying to rewrite it. Thank
I'll send
you.
you the website that I use for 2e.
Otherwise, he just looks over at the group of you. Well, I hope you all have a good night.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for all the help, Gramps.
And hopefully you as well.
Nothing's bothered me in years.
Well, tonight's not the night for that to change, I hope.
Certainly wouldn't think so. He just kind of tilts his head slightly.
Also, to not take up too much time, I'll go over with you out of session the stuff I was trying to figure out if I wanted to buy or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's at 10:30.
Yeah, I know. There was a reason I ignored it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Otherwise, did you have anything else you guys needed to look for? Potions?
Do we want to pick up
Scrolls?
a few more potions of water breathing since just have a full thing for the party?
Water breathing?
Yeah, we
He
found
just tilts
3
his
of them
head.
earlier.
I'll pull one out of my bag and go, yeah, we found 3 of these. Yeah.
He just kind of reaches up towards it.
Yes.
May I?
You can look at it, and I'll...
He actually just uncorks it and starts sniffing it. Water breathing, right? Really old. Kind of looks at it.
Is it still good?
Just kind of reaches around for something, pulls up a different vial, looks at the two. It should work.
Great.
That's reassuring.
Very reassuring. We just buy the rest of the water breathing potions for the party. Then we have the 3 who drink the old ones who just casually like run out.
Get diarrhea.
You know, the little things.
Yeah, guys, let's drink these old moldy vials of random potions that we found in a decrepit box.
That sounds totally
We
legit.
can give 2 of them to the drunk people.
Yeah.
Let them be the guinea pigs.
I like this thought process. Let's do that.
Nothing.
Whenever
can
we
go
need
wrong.
water breathing, we'll hand them those. So, do we want to get some water breathing or any health potions for emergency purposes?
And I offered you guys
Oh, right. We forgot to
potions
distribute the
earlier.
potions.
He did offer.
He did, and we were going to distribute them later because it was the end of the session.
Hey, yeah. it is later.
So, feel like because it's a bonus action to drink them. So, do we want to give them to the healers, or do we want to give them to like the tanks, or just say everyone gets 1 potion out of this current group? Because I think you have what, 5?
How many is left?
5 greater healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many are there?
Yeah, I have 5 left since I gave 1 to the dragon.
Yeah.
So maybe
So
1 for each
1 to
of us.
everybody.
1 to everybody.
Yeah.
That way we can either emergency use it on a teammate or drink it
Ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, and they were greater healing. So.
Greater healing potions.
And
Yeah.
Trenton would have made you guys aware at some point that he can cast Spare the Dying at any time too.
Which also helps since it keeps
keep
us from
somebody
having to death saves.
Basically,
Yeah.
it keeps you at like brings you back to like 1 hit point or something like that, or at least stops you from having death saves. And then we have all hopefully figured out by now that Echo can basically spam healing.
Kind of useful.
And I do have some limited healing abilities as well. I think you guys would know that because I believe I've cast it.
Yeah.
At least once or twice.
Anyway, I think that concludes the
I was gonna say, I don't have
shopping
anything else.
session.
It does.
Yep. So did we decide to get a couple more water heat breathing?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
let's go ahead and grab a couple more just in case.
I don't actually know if Echo can do a spell for it or not.
Isn't
I
there
mean,
a
if you
water
let me
breathing?
use the 2E spells, I can.
I was gonna say, I know there's a water breathing spell back in 2E. I don't actually think 5th edition has one.
I
Which would be bizarre.
don't know if 5th
did.
I think 3.5
Yeah.
did, but I don't remember if 5 did or not.
I don't know 5th edition spell list much
We'll have
on
to
them.
go back
we
through
can-
the spell lists.
Thought
Yeah.
it did.
I
but
can
maybe it doesn't.
research it if we want to continue on with other stuff. I'll research it for us.
Yeah, that's
Could I-
fine. If you guys
Could I-
end up buying potions, we'll figure out how to best to subtract like 20 more gold. I'm kidding, it's like
Okay.
5.
I was gonna say water breathing is pretty negligible in costs.
Yeah, water breathing's a really simple one, or you guys could go make it.
Yeah. And I've also found a poisoner's kit that I could buy.
Oh yeah,
Oh right, you did gain proficiency
Alright.
in that.
Yeah.
That'd be another gold off, by the way.
Just one. All right.
Just one. He's giving you guys good deals. You notice.
Yeah, I did
Good
notice.
So
guy.
I say this now that after everyone has already paid for stuff, not a single one of you tried bartering.
Why would I barter
No.
with them? It's kind of a merchant's honor thing.
Trenton does it. From what Trenton's been told about this person, it's not somebody he would really try bartering with unless it was
I'm most surprised at Echo. To be
I
honest,
think she's
I
a
think
bit too
Echo's
out of
been-
it to barter.
Yeah, I think today
that's
was
fair.
she was
That is
out of it.
fair. She is very tired today.
Anyway, I think we should
Yeah,
stop
to be
stream
fair,
here.
Kurua doesn't understand the economic system too much.
Akuro just
Fair.
give money.
I mean, he didn't gouge you.
That's why he stayed in
I
business.
gave him the right
If he was
amount.
constantly price gouging everybody, he would have gone out of business ages ago.
Exactly. And he gave you. Everyone got something useful.
Exactly.
Oh,
That-
for the
and I
record,
think-
Sam, that was effectively your armor class. Up it by 2.
Cool. Armor plus 2.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right. I'd say good time to call it.
Otherwise, I think that is where we can call it, unless you guys wanted to do something else at the keep.
I'd say we should stop here because hopefully the others will come back and we'll have a whole adventure in the caverns underneath.
And then my question to you is one last piece. That note I handed you, do you want to read that now or then?
I can read it now as soon as I get the other Discord stuff.
And up to you if you want it in the general chat so everyone can hear it, or
You want to just toss it into the stream chat? So then
I'd have to actually type. Okay, give me a minute.
Couldn't you do a copy paste?
He doesn't have it typed out.
You haven't typed it out. Oh, I thought you'd.
Yeah, no, it's not
messaged
working.
I thought you'd had messaged it me like directly, and I'm like, I haven't been able.
No, it's in my. I'll get it to you. So
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. You figure out how you want to go about telling people if you
Sure.
do.
Since it was secretly passed to him, he probably would have looked at it in the changing room or something while he's swapping armor.
Yeah, and I found the spell.
Yeah, Rangers
Oh.
can cast water breathing.
Apparently.
I mean,
Huh.
it would make sense since it is an environmental spell for them to traverse around.
I mean, it does. But anyway, yeah. If you would like to go ahead and end stream, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in.
And we'll see you all.
There's been a
Bye.
fairly large number of us, apparently.
Bye.
Bye bye.